But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Wow. That's a waker-upper.
It sure is. Good morning. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Greetings.
Patrice O'Neill in studio. We want to get right into this because I'm enjoying my my Sunday, just kind of mellowing out.
Sure.
Watching a little LeBron, watching the Cavaliers and the Knicks, watching a little golf, Tiger Woods. I'm just mellowing, having a nice Sunday, and then Patrice calls up. Sounded like he was on drugs or something. I don't know. It's like, hey, call me back. So I call him back. He's like, you got to watch the Obama deception.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It'll open your eyes. And I'm thinking to myself, Patrice is a black guy. Obama deception? What the hell is that? That sounds like some kind of Rush Limbaugh thing.
Some kind of propaganda.
Sure.
I watch it all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, you got it. You know.
So before Patrice goes off, I watched most of it because I didn't have time to watch the whole thing by the time he called me because I had a crash. I got up to I did 9 out of the 12 parks that you can find on YouTube.
Not bad.
And then Patrice calls in the middle of that again, and we start discussing it for an hour.
I tried to call you, motherfucker. I don't know what you was doing. I called you.
Yeah.
Because the Obama deception is basically, it's not what you think it is. It's not saying that Obama is magically awful.
Right.
It's just, and it goes back to Bush and all of them. It's not that it's just the system.
It's more like the presidential deception.
It's just it's just what it is, man.
Yeah, to think that
it's horrible.
The system's going to change because Obama's in there. But basically, this movie's saying, yeah, right.
So the whole Obama president don't mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing to anybody.
Yeah.
Like, it don't even mean nothing to people who are like, well, he's going to do something or not. But it's so big that I don't know even if the president knows what it is. I don't know, because he's looking like he wants to quit. Like, when I'm looking at him now,
doesn't he look like?
Looks like, can I get out of this shit?
I just wanted to campaign and get the job. I don't want to do the job.
Right.
I don't want to help destroy the planet Earth.
Yeah, because he was taught what it's all about. Like, we noticed he looks tired finally. He looks grayer all of a sudden.
He looks like he got into something he didn't want to get into.
That sparkle in his eyes is kind of leaving.
And his job in the movie, what his job is for them. Mm-hmm. For the people.
The Illuminati?
Them.
No, not the Illuminati. They never said
the Bill Burr Group?
The Bill Burr Group. The Bill
Burr Group.
The Bill Burr Group.
The Bill Burr Group is running the world.
They're running the world, and they are comfortable saying the Bilderberg Group.
Yeah.
But they're not comfortable saying the Illuminati. But people are comfortable that the Bilderberg Group exists. And Obama, all his job is keep the people loving him.
Yeah.
That's his job. His first mission is making sure people keep loving him.
Keep on
he
track.
Apparently is the guy that needs to be in there right now.
Yes.
According to this movie,
and
the
Alan
Obama deception.
Greenspan, who is big in this, evidently, according to this movie. I'm not comfortable. I'm watching this movie.
Yeah, you gotta keep propaganda close.
You know,
you gotta keep that word close at hand when you start discussing this stuff.
Alan Greenspan, according to this movie, is one of the biggies at the Federal Reserve Bank, who, by the way, has nothing to do with the feds. I
always thought the Federal Reserve had something to do with America, and I learned
absolutely not.
No, I did learn that recently.
It's got nothing to do with it.
It's a bank like fucking WAMU. It's that the country owes money to.
But
a lot of money.
The feds. How do they owe money to themselves?
In the movie, it goes. It's basically as Federal Express.
Yeah, that's what they said. And basically, we owe this bank a lot of money.
A lot of money.
When did the country go bankrupt according to this movie?
1933,
I think, yeah.
It went bankrupt.
So when the Federal Reserve Bank prints up money, that cost has to come from somewhere.
Yes.
And they're only lending this paper with the denominations on it.
They're lending it to us.
And then it's got to be paid back to whom?
to
the Bill Burr Group.
Like, so, wait a minute. Let me tell you what Alan Greenspan said in the thing. And it's so much shit that is like I couldn't even go in order. They ask him, they go, "Hey man, what's the relationship between the president and the Federal Reserve Bank?" He went like this. He goes, "I don't know. Like, don't have to be a relationship. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. No big deal on a relationship. There's nothing he can say or do or think that could affect the Federal Reserve Bank.
Right.
There's absolutely nothing. You go back into... Now, I watched one called The Zeitgeist.
Oh, boy.
Zeitgeist, right?
You spent the whole day. You went from movie to movie to movie.
When I go home, I'm going to take a nap, get back up, and have my face...
educate yourself.
And have my face dunked into conspiracy theories.
You're going to just keep digging in, right?
So, Zeitgeist starts off with... I'm sticking with government right now. Zeitgeist starts off with the lie of Jesus Christ, the whole thing. So I just said I can't get into this one right now.
Yeah, this one's deep.
But this one goes into why we went into the Revolutionary War, which is all about money, which is the fact that when the people left England, they printed their own money. They created their own system.
I thought it was to get freedom of religion and speech and to worship.
They were here.
To be free and all that stuff.
How can you give a fuck? If you're in England, what are you going to do in America? Nothing. They printed their own money. England said, whoa. Yeah, that's cancel that shit. No, you can't have your own money. So now that they don't have their own money, they had to take loans from England at percentage. So they go, we're enslaved. So they go, fuck it. The Revolutionary War was them going, fuck it.
We're not paying you.
I'm not paying you, nigga. And they go, we'll fight to the death before I keep paying you this bullshit. That's when they won the freedom. But right after that, these people, J.P. Morgan Chase, allegedly, Rockefeller, allegedly, according to this movie, fucking Rothschild.
We've heard the Rothschild name.
Love his candies.
Who is mind-blowing, who during the Napoleon War, whatever war that was, the French Revolution or whatever.
Yeah, one of those.
Rothschild found out, because he had family over there, that Napoleon lost. And this is before Google.
Yeah, you couldn't just Google.
So he found out a day early that the war was lost by Napoleon. He put a word out that Napoleon won the war. And everybody was horrified that England lost the war.
Yeah.
Took everything out, everything plunged, England was worthless. Rothschild goes in with $1.50 and buys England. Finds out Napoleon lost. England's worth gwillions now.
Now everything
Guess
goes back
who
up.
Runs?
He bought it at dirt cheap.
Dirt cheap.
Now it's worth.
Mr. Rothschild owns England. Owns the world. Now America fought their way out of this. This is the spirit of where America came from.
Yeah.
Now we're living under it right now. Now you get up to Woodrow Wilson signing the Federal Reserve Act.
1913.
1913. In 1933,
I know my history.
The fucking America collapses.
Bankrupt.
Yeah, that was the
country
big one.
is bankrupt.
They have to borrow more money from the feds.
So the feds, which has nothing to do with the federal government.
They have to borrow more money. This is why, again, a whole nother side shit where they start wars on purpose so they can just keep lending money. So they can keep lending money to everybody. They don't give a fuck. So in 1936, as collateral for the new money that they're lending, the big bankrupt money, they create Social Security and 401ks and all that shit as collateral for the money they're lending now. How are you going to pay this money back?
It's like, well, we got people now giving money into us, and that'll pay you back.
And here's the thing: it's never based on force. It's never based on pistol to your head force. It's based on we got people who think when they're 60. They're going to have this money to live their life, but really they're giving us this money freely to pay back this loan.
It amounts to some kind of Ponzi scheme that can't possibly be paid off ever to everybody when they reach retirement age. There just isn't enough cash.
There you go,
dude.
So now, why is it called the Obama deception?
Because everyone believes that Obama's going to change the world, but the fact is he's just
let's change America.
He's just
let's change America.
He's just the next guy in there to keep everything going.
He's just the guy. He's just whatever they need him to do to be.
And they brought up the fact that the last real president we ever had was Kennedy,
JFK,
and he was trying to go against.
And guess what happened to him?
This whole thing.
I hear something.
They took him out.
Splitting headache one day.
And they said that the only president that ever every president that ever stood up to this is no longer with us before he was not supposed to be no longer with us. And only one that made it through was Thomas Jefferson.
Really? That early?
Yes.
Like they were pulling those shenanigans?
Thomas Jefferson's the only one that didn't. They tried to kill him a few times, but, back in the day, they didn't have, laser beams.
Yeah, you had to hope he was going to sip the arsenic tea that you left by his bedside.
You had to sneak your musket in and blow his face off. You got to wait till he's at Broadway watching this shitty show with his wife. He didn't hit him right in the head. And I guess...
You're opening the right curtain to shoot him.
Hoping that musket ball took his face off. And he didn't, he's the only one that stood up against it that didn't.
I didn't even know they tried to kill Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, a few times.
Yeah. Do you know of any of the plots that went wrong?
Fuck no. I'm repeating shit like a parrot. Shit. I gotta go find out.
Black slave girl with a bear trap in her pussy or some shit.
Yeah, but that's what we all do, is we just turn into parrots. You read one political book,
and I'm a parrot.
Next thing you think you know everything.
But I'm just repeating what I say. It's just, I believe it, though. I just believe it because we're living in that time. And the actual thing is what they're trying to unfold has been since World War I is a one world thing.
Yeah.
The last bit of it is I think China, because they're trying to get, they cancel Europe. The EU, there's no borders.
Yeah.
But they signed a thing called the North American Union, and there's no borders here either. Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. is borderless. That's why no one's talking about immigration and sneaking across the border, because they want one big thing, so that they can control one big thing. They're canceling all this horse shit.
One World Bank.
One World Bank. To make one world, Well,
that would be
they did it to Africa. Africa was
entity.
the first one they did it to. Yeah, cancel all these funky African countries. We need one Africa.
Those borders were changing every week anyway.
Fuck all that. EU, and then China, and I don't think China's involved quite yet, but they're the next one that we got to figure out.
Well, that story came out how China's they're getting a little edgy about how much money we owe them. Because they are in possession of a lot of our dollars, and if something happens to our dollars, they're shit out of luck. So they're starting to say, "Hey, we need a little security here. Yeah. What you need something to back this shit up."
How much?
Yeah,
$787 billion.
Yeah. How can you back this shit up? It's just paper to us.
$5 trillion.
Yeah,
that's missing.
It's a lot of fucking massive firecrackers
coming out of your kid's asshole. Every time you get a motherfucker, every time you have a baby, that's a little cash register for the...
the best part of the Obama deception was going through all the stuff Obama said during his campaign.
Yes.
Like, I'm going to get everybody out of Iraq, I'm going to do this, and this, and then they're showing, unfortunately, in the movie...
Essentially is and Rahm Emanuel said it in the movie, he goes, look, eventually, America, being an American is not a privilege. It is it's not a right, it's a privilege. Mm-hmm. And you are to service. They use this word service. They use New World Order and service.
Service.
A lot. Mm-mm. Service. You are to service this country. And they're trying to implement that kids from 18 to 25 be required to service the country. Required. No one. They don't get into what the service is. But basically, according to this film, that they are trying to. They need more police So they're trying to create a civilian army for when the shit goes down and there's martial law. They need people. And not everybody is going to come in and go, hey, I volunteer. So they're going to have service. And what they're doing, the first phase, is to cancel the Second Amendment.
Right.
So that there's only the fucking police running around with guns. People can't have guns to protect themselves. They have to take away that shit so that they can go find out who's registered. And there'll be criminals with them, but criminals will end up being our friend if this goes down.
That's always been the way, any kind of fascist state has worked. They take away the civilians.
They use that fucking term a couple of times.
Yeah.
This shit is fascism.
And that's one of the biggies as far as the NRA goes. They're saying all this stuff like this is what goes down. Usually when there's a gun law that's passed, if you're grandfathered in, you're fine. Let's say you have a rifle that's considered an assault rifle, and then they ban assault rifles. They don't come to your door for the most part and take your weapons away. They did that in a few places where they outlawed handguns, like in Chicago and stuff, where you had to take your pistol and hand it into the police department. But for the most part, they haven't knocked on your door and said, we're coming for your guns. But that is something that is definitely a potential act under Obama and this attorney general. They've got a lot of anti-gun people in there, anti-Second Amendment people.
That if they're going to take the guns, and again, according to this film,
in the film,
that they want to take the phase one is to take these. Phase two is to slowly implement service. And Rahm Emanuel's sitting there saying it. Slowly implement service. And they don't say nothing else but fucking service.
So there's this youth army that kind of...
Nigga! What the... Like,
that's just kind of what, and their job will be to keep the people from fucking saying fuck you.
When they go, all right, everybody, listen, here's what we need to do.
We're
just going to take your money and we're going to just outright come in here with this Viva Vendetta kind of thing. With this, what's the other movie that's like V? Like where these fucking movies, with this They Live kind of thing. You know what I mean? Right,
yeah.
When they come in and they just lower the boom and say, here's our plan, but it's too late for you to do anything stupid. They're going to have motherfuckers, making sure that they'll shoot a motherfucker in the face.
Service.
Service. As soon as you go, wait a minute, JP Morgan Chase, I want my money. And they'll have somebody in that motherfucker to blow your face off.
We're sorry about that. Go to your home that you can't afford.
Fast forward to why Obama was picked. This movie's saying he was groomed for 30 years.
Yes, according to this film. Because the globalization has a different phase. It ain't white no more. If you want to go global, most global is not white. It's just Australia and England and America is full of white people. But everybody else, he's there to make everybody else feel like they're possibly a part of this globalization.
Danny just ruined the whole little world of intrigue through this movie for me by telling me it is produced by the same guy that produced Loose Change, which I see.
Wait, his name is Alex Jones? Did Alex Jones do Loose Change? One of the biggest
hunks of shit, fake propaganda bullshit.
I believed in, he did Endgame too. And look, the propaganda, you could believe if Rush Limbaugh does a well done documentary.
Yeah.
I'm sure you go, whoa. You could go, whoa. And you want to, you lean towards what you believe. The 9/11 thing, according to the other movie, the Endgame, Zeitgeist.
Yeah.
About 9/11 is this. And again, forget 9/11 in terms of what actually what happened.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the background of it. World War I, we could not get involved in World War I. America would not want to get involved. No one supported World War I, us being in World War I.
Yeah, Europe's
they sunk. They have this conversation, allegedly, but it's supposed to be on record.
Oh yeah, this is like
Some
something
dude
that's no.
talked to another dude and said, "Listen, we can't get in the war." And he goes, "What if an ocean liner with a bunch of Americans on it fucking sunk?
It's torpedoed or something."
What if that happened? What do you think? Well, I think that America probably have to get involved. Boom! Boom! What is it? The Lusitania?
Yep.
And we in. World War
like
II. Did not want to get into the war. Wouldn't get into it. FDR. Is it for FDR?
Yeah.
He started to allegedly provoke Japan into fucking with us. We embargoed them. We stopped trading with them.
Weren't giving them the steel they needed.
We started threatening them on the side, like giving China some shit and going, giving China money and help and going, fuck those motherfucking Japs. I don't like sushi anyway, bitch. Australia tells America 3 days before, according to this film, that, hey, these motherfuckers are getting together, quite a large force in the Pacific, man. They are, and they're heading towards Hawaii. Huh? What? Huh?
What?
Huh? What? Sweetie, make me some muffins. Boom!
There were a few
We in the war,
in that one.
and this bank needs this to happen so that we can support all sides. All sides. I mean, they had this thing where, the Roosevelts had a company that was involved with the company that was making Cyclone B and all that shit, and they couldn't make Cyclone B, or they couldn't make something that FDR's company had patented. They was lending them money to do that, and then they gave them $20 million for this and that and this, and then all on interest. They were lending us money to fight our war. We were lending ourselves money to fight our war on interest. Fast forward to Vietnam. The reason we got into Vietnam was an attack on a ship that was a fucking lie.
The Gulf of Tonkin, yeah.
A fucking lie. Here's what bothers me. How can you, there's things that you move on to, right? How do I move on to the Gulf of Tonkin without really talking about the Lusitania? Like, how do you go to the next fucking thing? Why don't you go, wait. No. Let's keep talking about the fact that we may have sunk a ship with people on it. Can we talk about that? No. We just keep moving. Fast forward to the Gulf of Tonkin. A lie. Now, it's officially a fucking lie in history. It's not an argument. It's not Illuminati. It's a goddamn lie. But we fought it anyway. It's a part of history, and we go, we fought it. Fast forward to 9/11. Look, whether you go, there's some things, okay, hey, we argue back and forth. I'm going with the climate of wanting to go to war for some shit, can't go to war, and need an event big enough
to go to war.
Now, we can argue the engines disappearing at the Pentagon. We can argue this, and we can argue the spots of the way the buildings imploded, like it looked like it was demolished. Yeah. And we can disagree. I could go, I believe that shit. And you go, fuck no. But I'm saying the climate of what's happening, it's the same as the other three. Why can't we think that this shit could happen? It's shot. Building 7, and don't roll your eyes yet. I just watched Building 7. They put a picture of Building 7 falling that didn't get hit, that didn't have structural damage, imploding the same exact way as a planned demolition, the way it fell. There's people that say it. Now, I know how you feel about it.
Yeah,
I couldn't argue back and forth about it because we're both going off what we believe. We didn't go out there with, our meters or anything like that. I'm repeating some shit. You're repeating some shit, what you feel. So I'm just stepping back going, historically, the country would do some fucked up shit so that it can lend itself money for war. And here's the Vietnam War that they're comparing to the Iraqi thing. All they needed to do is sustain. The Vietnam War was never supposed to be won. It was just supposed to go on. And on and on and on and on. So I could keep lending myself money at interest and keep taking money out your baby's asshole.
The only thing I can even throw in as far as the 9/11 thing goes, I'll never believe that explosives were put into a fucking working building, that these workers came in and wired these fucking buildings with explosives, because you know what that takes? It takes an empty building. It takes jackhammering of cement structures that a secretary would look and go, excuse me, what are you doing with all that C4? Is there something? So I can't believe that. And there was structural damage to the building. When the two towers fell, it threw all kinds of shit into there. It was on fire for a long time. All I'm saying is, I don't believe there was this conspiracy that America planted bombs in there. Here's the only thing let me agree with you on this thing, and this is the thing that makes me not believe in aliens. All right.
Is the secrecy of the average boob, the level of secrecy that a construction worker would have to have to do that is my, to be logical, I go, Jesus, that doesn't make any sense that a guy would go, yeah, all right, listen, let's pretend we're going to put explosives on it and kill 3,000 people.
Yeah.
I agree. The deception that there's aliens somewhere in a building that fucking Johnny and Harry the boob are guarding against us.
Yeah.
Makes me go,
I think he's telling his chick.
Yeah, somebody knows
that,
hey, listen, E.T. is in this motherfucking building, sweetie. I believe that, but there are, the fact is that in order to pull off all the shit that's happening, you have to have the help of the people. We have to agree. For some reason, we have to agree to fuck each other over. And it's not far-fetched that a person has been on the phone and said to you, hi, listen, I can't, my kid is dying, I don't have insurance. Yeah, it's $1,500 a month, but I only make $750 a fucking week. Please help.
Well, that's
sorry,
$1,500.
It is a reality that people in some form or fashion will fuck other people really bad.
But here's the only thing I could even wrap my mind around that perhaps, like in the past, might have happened. There was a plot by extremists, Islamic extremists, to do what they tried to do in the early 90s, bring down the towers.
Okay.
And perhaps somebody did know that this was going to go down.
That they let it go down
and they let it
because a big thing is
go down.
NORAD has a 5 to 10 minute response time to this type of shit, and NORAD had an 80-minute response. Like NORAD,
see, I won't even go for that.
Was shut down. Like NORAD didn't send planes. They didn't send.
I won't even go for that because shit's supposed to work a certain way, and we found out, as far as the government goes, shit don't work as fast as it's supposed to. We thought there were fucking missiles on top of the White House and everything, and there weren't. That plane could have crashed right into the fucking White House.
Right.
But I think the damage was, if that did happen, I'm still, believe me, I'm not
and
one like.
And we needed this to happen to go to war. By the way, we needed something as big
to
as
get
9/11
everybody with American flags on their windows
to fucking go and fight any war that they told us to fight.
Right, but I don't think if somebody did know about this attack beforehand, and there were FBI agents and stuff that said, look, this guy's taking fucking flying lessons, there's suspicious, that's documented.
Right.
But I don't think anyone thought it was going to be as fucked up as it was. If a couple of planes flew into some buildings and the fire department ran up and put them out, and they found out, look at these terrorist motherfuckers trying to bring down the towers. They killed such and such people. Let's go to war. I don't think anyone thought both of those fucking towers were falling down.
But look at that.
And buildings around it.
And again, that's when we get into logistics of all of that.
Yeah.
Ultimately, let's look at what happened. The president, now, it's essentially a dictatorship when it comes to declaring war. It used to be Congress.
Oh, Congress.
Now the president can. That fear we had of some kook pushing a button, it came true.
Yeah.
So if the whole plan was a kook to push a button, I again, not to go back and forth about whether 9/11 we did it or some crazy shit, But the fact is that ultimately it moves closer to New World Order.
The point I think you guys are both missing, like the towers didn't really need to fall down to get the point across.
Right.
Just having, the airliners crashing into two major buildings in New York City would have done the job.
I don't think anyone thought that would have happened.
Why not?
disagree.
It would have been enough to get a war going.
I fucking disagree.
That's just like the ocean liner going down. That's like that's a holy shit moment.
Let's say the ocean liner was hit.
That's why I think
and didn't sink and 1,200 people didn't die.
Right.
3,000 people died. People are still dying from all that horse shit in the air.
It made it easier, but I think just having the planes crash into the buildings would have been good enough to go with your theory that you laid out beautifully, how we're like a war economy.
Well, if those planes, if the buildings didn't fall, we would have rebuilt those holes. The buildings would still be standing tall with muscles. I think watching those buildings fall.
But you don't think that would have been enough for us to go to? Wow, I think so. I certainly think so.
I think the visual.
They really needed the buildings to come down.
Big. Pearl Harbor was big. The vision of Pearl Harbor. Big. The Japs flying over, attack everybody. Holy mother, we were attacked.
Why did the planes hit so high then?
Well, they couldn't go on the street. It was still buildings that were 50 stories high.
They still had a little room. They definitely had some room to hit lower.
Let's be honest.
The lower they hit,
they were giant airplanes. The fact that they both hit their target,
but the lower they hit
was pretty fucking amazing.
The lower they hit, more people would die, whether the buildings fall or not.
Now look at your theory. Why didn't they hit bigger? Right? Why didn't they hit higher? And the buildings still collapse. See, this is what I'm saying. We can go into space age, like really theories, but I'm just looking at the Gulf of Tonkin is a lie. The reason we went into Vietnam was a goddamn lie. That's what I'm saying. Is that just added up a little bit in terms of, I know this Illuminati people don't understand, but the Bilderberg group.
The Bilderberg group.
I love calling it the Bilderberg group.
And all of this shit is just that you can't think that something's not going on.
Yeah, it's not what it is on the surface.
Like, you can't think something...
I'm way in as far as that stuff goes.
I mean, that's all. I mean, we could go back and forth with... Like, that's what I'm saying. That's where... Okay, to get really, like, black about it, that's where they want us to do is... Okay, there you go. If somebody's... Like, if the guy's going... with the long cigar and the twisty fucking mustache is sitting there going... they might... These guys are fucking talking about it. And then me and you, we get into this thing about why didn't the planes hit higher? And they go, okay, good. Yeah, talk about where the planes let's talk about the shit.
Now they're off the hot zone here.
Like, that's what I'm saying. The whole idea is for us to talk about
the details
of it.
I got to go back. I really don't think they needed the buildings to come down. You got one that hit the Pentagon, and who knows where the one in PA was going.
Right.
That was pretty damn impressive that day.
But ultimately,
they got the
bank owns America.
Sure, they got the grand finale with the buildings, going down, which made it a lot easier. But man, I don't know. Seems like they had enough to go and start a war.
It's possible,
in the Middle East.
But again. Think about this, and that's not even a question that we need to ask, like, in terms of government.
Because I'm with Ant with the whole...
That's a people question.
I'm with Ant with the whole demolition thing, but then you got someone on the phone...
Do you think it's a good enough?
Someone on the phone said...
What?
Just the planes hitting was good enough.
Yeah, you know why? We were out for blood when they blew up the basement, and it didn't bring the towers down.
And which they said in this movie, I don't know which one, I watched a million of these stupid movies, is the reason they didn't do it then is because wait a minute, only 6 people died during that one.
Right.
They said we can't get in there like that. No
kidding.
But what started changing these laws was not 9/11.
Yeah, it was the 1992, was it?
No, your boy, the white boy.
Not
McVeigh.
McVeigh with
is 168 people plus children in a building.
Yeah.
That made domestic terrorism, but it started changing the laws, which was starting to unfold for us to be afraid enough to lose our civil liberties, to just let the government do what they need to do.
Well, we can't have this blown up again, so the government says they have a way to prevent it, so let them do it. But it's taking away some of your rights.
Okay.
I don't use those rights that much.
Yes.
Those aren't the rights I use a lot. I use freedom of speech. I use that every day.
Well, the good news, we found his, passport, Muhammad, you know.
His passport, are you fucking kidding? Do you, listen to me, I
love this angle, go ahead.
As a fucking reality person.
Yeah.
The fucking plane was eviscerated. The buildings were eviscerated. People were eviscerated.
Vaporized, nothing.
But they found his passport, Muhammad Atta's passport, in the rubble.
Why?
What was it in his top pocket? And his titty blew off intact. And here's this fucking passport.
He was in the front of the plane.
He was in the front. He just flew out.
Flew right through the windshield.
Why?
And landed perfectly. But he was gone. But they found his fucking unscarred passport on the ground. Here he is, motherfucker. Here he is.
Here's the guy.
Like, I understand a motherfucker.
But he was on the plane, and he had a fucking passport.
Shut the fuck up, man!
They know exactly who did what. It was Muhammad Atta hiding out now going, oh, thank God.
Anthony, if I lit you on fire right now, they wouldn't find your license unscathed. It'd be melted. It'd be something. The entire downtown was destroyed, but we found this motherfucker's passport.
What does that mean?
Meaning that, okay, we have to go in conspiracy world.
What does it mean?
Somebody takes this fucking, here's this paper here. Somebody got Muhammad the setup Atta, who was on it. And And they just go,
Where's Muhammad Atta then?
Who the fuck knows?
He was sitting in that fucking pilot seat.
They're saying that there's some people that on that list to this day that are alive.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But why is it crazy if they're saying it? You're saying it's crazy because you don't believe it.
I want to know where they are.
TV.
What is a dude that said in 2001?
Oh, that guy. I saw him. I know.
In the Telegraph. He's the fucking guy. They said, here's a picture. The guy said, that's a picture of my son who's alive, 10 years younger than what he is now. And the guy's like, that's me, 10 years younger. And then we go like this. Oh, yeah. Listen, that's what, see, ultimately my thing is, can we stop for a second and not let the next thing go on before we go, no. I'm not allowing you to move on till you tell me why Donald Rumsfeld is good pals with Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden.
Well, he was.
But I'm saying, can you tell me, can you go from the point where we got involved with all this oil shit from the entire thing from Iran, the original Iran hostage crisis, which was about oil and about the Ayatollah and about that shit.
It was also about Muslim extremism.
To the point where, here's the thing, where we stop. This thing that still to this day fucks me up. How do we know that they have weapons of mass destruction? 'Cause we sold them this shit. How do we move on from that? We have the receipt. We the ones who gave this fucker the weapons to kill Iranians. That's how we fucking know. Why won't the citizens, not the motherfuckers that's doing the shit, why won't citizens not let that move on?
But because that was what you did at that point. We were enemies with Iran. We weren't as big of enemies with Iraq at the time, so we supplied them. Same thing with Osama bin Laden. They were fighting the fucking shit out of the Soviets in Afghanistan, kicking their ass. Mm-hmm. We loved watching the Soviets get their ass handed to them.
Absolutely.
So we gave the Afghanis a shitload of fucking...
But what I'm saying during this, what you're talking about is what I'm saying is this. Me and you were friends doing fucked up shit. Now we're not friends. Now my war against you is not personal. It's some thing that just happened by the way. The fact is we were buddies doing fucked up shit. Now I gotta die. My kid gotta die. I gotta jump out of windows and shit. Because me and you are no longer friends, So there's a lot of collateral damage because I want a piece of your funky ass because you fucked me over. That's what I mean, is that this shit is some personal vendetta shit that's involving everybody and money and it's like, hey, Anthony, man, give me that money you owe me. Nope. Motherfucker. You know what? I'm gonna kill Anthony. All right, America, we gotta go kill this nigga. Why? Oh, cause of 9/11. We gotta go fuck you up. Cause the Lithuania. I'm gonna fuck you up cause of Lithuania.
Well,
damn. The Bill Burr group started this whole thing.
Bill Burr.
And you're like 4 or 5 movies in.
Man, my eyes are ready to fall out my face, man.
Like I said, I had to stop because the dreams were like fucked up.
I'm going to do my studying this evening.
I tried to fucking call you to tell you to watch the Obama
I had a party going on from Friday fucking afternoon until like midnight last night when I finally was like, I got to go to bed.
Partying over.
That was just partying.
Watch that shit today when you get a chance, man, because I thought it was interesting because I know you're not a Illuminati guy.
Yeah.
But you are a non-Obama guy.
And I like,
and the fact that maybe
seeing all the sides.
The conspiracy, I wanted to see what your take was that Obama's now seem to be
sucked
just a
into
pawn
this whole
into this
thing,
whole
and,
thing and taking and the conspiracy of why they might be he's strong on guns.
Do you think it was before or after his campaign and his election? Do you think as he's campaigning he knew, all right, this is the situation I'm going to make, or he was
Henry
elected
Kissinger,
and then they were
said
like,
Henry Kissinger gave him his first job out of college, and Henry Kissinger was being interviewed, and he was just like, I thought this kid was this you know, Henry Bilderberg Kissinger.
Very good.
According to the movie.
According to the movie.
I don't think there's a huge surprise. I think if you're going for the presidency, and if some of this stuff is true from the film, that Obama's more than aware as he's moving forward in his career.
That he's the
I don't think there's the big
first
surprise.
black president.
You know, there might be a few things he hears about, but then, you know, he gets in there and they go, yeah, you were right. This is how it is. Ta-da. Because he definitely looks different now, man.
He looks like he said...
He's like, wow, what did I get myself into?
He was the HNIC. He sat in the room, and somebody said, hey, man. Yeah. He sat there, he popped his collar, and somebody smacked the shit out of him and said, you ain't running this.
Right.
And he was like, oh, my God. All those pictures you see of Rihanna swelled up, that's Obama.
That's really Obama's photo.
That's not Rihanna. Somebody beat the shit out of Obama and told him, motherfucker, you ain't running this. Alan Greenspan might be. He came in the room and said,
that's why when Bush, Obama walked the Bushes out to the helicopter, you know, Bush was like, hey, you have no idea.
You are deep shit.
You have no idea until you go back in there.
I'm going back to drinking.
Right. he did a big whew. Thank God that's over with. Obama has a pep in his step. He's all ready to go. Walks back into that White House and like Bill Burr says, they showed him the basement. Yeah. Oh, before you do anything else, we're going down to the basement for a few. I got a couple things to show you.
Give me your BlackBerry, nigga.
Because when he became president, they said they debriefed him on national security and this and that, all these things he needed to now know as the president. And I went there and I go, wow, that shows that someone else is actually in charge, because they now have to show him what it's all about.
Yeah, who's in charge? The Federal Reserve Bank is in charge.
Right.
These motherfuckers, them.
Right, but Bush
when people say white people, I know what we mean now.
Yeah, Bush was long gone, and they was actually on the news, you know, that Obama's learning, you know, everything he needs to know to be the president. So who are those people telling him how to act as the president? Wouldn't that mean that these people have more knowledge and more power than the actual president?
And who are these people that stay? Anytime someone, the boss leaves a job, people leave. Like, bosses don't just come in and everybody who was the boss when he was is still the boss. There's people there that he can't fire. It's like, hey, who are you?
Don't worry about who I am.
I want a new fry cook, motherfucker. I don't like you. Yeah. If I buy a McDonald's franchise, all you motherfuckers is fired.
By the way, I'm getting a report here from
Danny,
our researcher. Atta's passport was not found. It was Satam al-Suqami's. It was found. Is misreported by many. 10 minutes of actual research will confirm this.
And who's this?
Satam al-Suqami.
But who is this that I'm supposed to go, okay, that's the thing?
The point is, I think the point is that regardless of whose passport it was, the fact that so many facts are misrepresented and reported as fact.
True.
Okay.
It happens so much on any, it's just whatever you want to believe.
Exactly. Fact. And this is my saying. This is why I've said, okay, this is where it can implode the conversation.
Yeah.
Where it goes to, okay, Muhammad Azhar is what?
Talk about details.
Fine. Now I go. Now was the Gulf? What's the shit again?
The Gulf of Tonkin. Yeah.
Tonkin. Was that a lie? It's official, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much known.
Fair enough. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
That we go to war based on lies. Okay, now we get into whether this is that, and the Hubli Muhammad wasn't Hubli. It was Gapata.
And now
Mahata.
the guy with the big cigar is laughing because
I don't. It's cool, good, but I believe there's a system that's going on that we're just sitting there going, okay, we're gonna argue about whether the planes hit higher or not. That's the people that run that. J.P. Morgan allegedly knows that's how fucking stupid we are. And we will argue that instead of going, hold up.
Right.
The Federal Reserve Bank, the country owes money to a bank like I owe money to a fucking bank? This is fucking crazy.
And you know what's even more amazing is that you think in this day and age, there's so much information out there on the internet that it would be harder to perpetrate these little conspiracies by the government and by the world order, but it's easier because there's so many distractions in the internet. There's so many ways to just look at the details instead of
another thing. Never forget this, Anthony. When you look at that money, you look at the pyramid. The pyramid is key. The bottom of the pyramid is all the people. The top is these couple of people. What happened, the difference between now and 500 years ago, is that it was the guy, then the people. The people were right outside this fucker's door. At some point, they had to create stuff for the masses. Like, hey, come here, man. Look at this fucking piece of shit. You don't want to have your feet as dirty as him, right? Come on, I got this new shit. You clean your feet, give you some feet cleaner, give you some back warmer, get you in a house, get you in a bed, get you feeling good, and you go, hey, man, you want to be down with me? Oh, you know what? Run this fucker. So you never forget that we are willing as people to fuck other people to be a little bit better, to live a little bit better. They're talking about this new, motherfucker, they went into global warming? Nigga.
Yeah.
Global warming? What's wrong, Danny? He took a nice big huff. Me and Danny, I want to love Danny again.
What is the problem?
I don't know. That huff, can you tell me what that huff is so I don't feel like it's nothing?
I think you're just paying a little too much attention.
Okay, fair enough. So
I want to hear the global warming thing.
The global warming is some horse shit, right? And this is what they're saying on the thing, but it makes a lot of sense. What they're doing is they taxing everything that has to do with so-called us fucking up the environment. Cars, trains, this, that, and the smoke. And what they're doing with that is they're taxing anything that developed countries already have. But what that does is when they're canceling out the global warming, it stops underdeveloped countries from ever developing cars, trains.
They have to start with the shitty coal burning fucking smokestacks.
Exactly. They have to stay in huts while we go and make deals to own the whole underdeveloped country. They want motherfucking ladies with the titties down to their knees and fucking some guy with his balls hanging down to his knees.
A stick on his dick.
To come out, right? And to stop developing those countries so that they can just go in and the third world countries are the richest in everything. So they got the diamonds, they got the fucking
minerals,
the minerals, and they just go fuck yourself. So they're saying, global warming is a farce because Gore. I'm just saying what they're saying. Gore has a bunch of companies that's going to benefit from the taxing of global warming. That if we go on a crusade against global warming, he'll get...
So he isn't this nice guy trying to help out the world. He's this fucking underhanded scumbag just trying to fleece the third world nation.
It's good for his business, and it's good for business in general, global warming. Kind of using that same theory as a war economy, a global warming economy. Brings in a lot of money. If people buy into this whole global warming thing, it brings in a lot of money, right? Right?
Yeah. I'm just saying, again,
because I believe I
could just get blown out the water by someone that just...
No, I believe in
the
one part I believe in is that whole war economy thing. Absolutely. War is good for business. It always has been. Always has been. So global warming could be another way to kind of take what war has been able to do for Americans, and it starts another revenue stream.
Yeah, another revenue stream.
Now we all have to go out and get our our cars. And
we got to be green.
Yeah, we got to go get
green.
Go get our wind crap and what not. Let's take a quick break here. Patrice O'Neill got the phones lit there, Patrice.
I don't know. I can't imagine how anybody can say anything. I'm saying, look, don't fucking talk to me about, first of all, there was 22 and a half terrorists. I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about the climate and what this shit really is. I don't, motherfucker, I don't travel the world finding, I'm just what I believe. I believe, if the Federal Reserve Bank is not federal, that's a big fucking deal. That we're borrowing money from a fucking bank of dudes.
You know what, though? I'm from
Rockefeller, J.P. Morgan.
I'm from the school. Whatever the fuck is happening, let it keep happening, because the whole world will collapse if we try to change things. Really?
Why and how?
You're going to try to, unravel this whole thing they set up years and years ago.
But here's the thing. If there's food, this is what I'm getting at.
It would have to be an all-out revolution, right?
What would happen,
a worldwide revolution?
If there's food, feed motherfuckers.
Yeah.
If there's houses, put them in it. I know that sounds stupid, but that's what I'm saying. What collapses? The only thing that collapses, it's not going to collapse on the motherfuckers at the top.
Don't you think that they need class against class to keep them distracted against everyone's happy in a house and eating? They start looking upstairs and going, what are these motherfuckers doing?
Race against race, poor white people fighting poor black people. I went to this website, Nigger Mania, and I go...
I visited that quite a few times.
I'm looking at it, and I'm going... And a friend of mine, we was talking on the phone, and we both said the same thing. What the fuck did black people do to be so hated in this country? What the fuck did we do?
Did you get one chuckle from the site?
It was interesting, because you know what?
Very interesting.
They got something where the motherfuckers broke down every black invention and said it was some bullshit. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, motherfuckers? We can't even have inventions.
You can't even have the peanut.
Niggas lied about the gas mask. This is why. Fucking Philip Johnson invented it.
This guy
in England.
invented the stoplight. That's bullshit.
Jesus. It's just that's what I'm saying. But all of this infighting, all of this, we're all getting fucked by this magic man somewhere, and they're laughing at us. Alan Greenspan, the shit he said, where he just was like, it don't matter. It don't matter. What the fuck you think?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. The Rockefeller guy, he's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And then the guy's going, well, what's the next thing? When you world order, what's after that? I don't know.
Patrice O'Neill, good to have you here in studio with us.
Thank you, sir. How you doing, man?
It's awesome. It's good to have you here. I mean, I had seen you on television a few times before, but then I had seen some clips and heard some clips of you on the Opie and Anthony show that reaches millions and millions of people. And you were, very early on, right when the Obama deception came out, when Obama was still like God, you were saying people need to see this Obama deception, and you were saying, hey, this shatters the left-right paradigm. And they were saying, what, Patrice, you support Bush?
Look, you can't. I think there's an instinct to people who believe in New World Order and globalization. There's an instinct. You don't have to be informed to have that instinct. It's like when I first saw, after the family came out, I had a heartwarming feeling just to see the black family come out, and you go, wow, man, I'm alive to see that. but then they see the faces, and you see these faces, and you go, man, something's wrong. Like, you just have an instinct, like, why am I not as happy as I should be right now? That's the New World Order instinct. Then you go and you find certain things out. So I was I think I was on like 50cent.com. 50cent.com. 50 Cent has his this is 50. So you had the Obama deception thing right there as I'm watching something on 50, and I looked at it, man, and I'm like, I can't be an honest human being if I don't feel like this is touching on something. And I had the instinct of all of that, but that particular film opened me up to the whole thing. And the one thing, if I have to pick out one thing that got me going, was the fact that the Federal Reserve Bank is private-owned company. That, on the lowest levels, I have never gotten past that. If there's the eugenics and the globalization and all of this stuff, and out of everything that got me going and keeps my mind in that direction, is that the Federal Reserve is a private-owned company.
I wonder why 50 Cent linked to the movie. Maybe he's awake.
This is 50s.com is where I saw the link to the Obama deception, and it it brought me in a direction that
it's got KRS-One and of course Professor Griffin.
Professor Griffin's in that, and KRS has always been into that. But the thing is, I noticed something about it. I'm a comedian. When I first got into it, heavy, you stop being funny. You really do. You just, nothing's funny. So I had to kind of chill out for a second and figure out how to be funny, back to being funny again, and then still throwing it out to people, because at the level you are, I watch the website and watch all the films. At the level you're at, it scares the death out of the average person who even might be. Eugenics is the highest level.
Well, exactly. That's what happens to me. I'm working all the time, and so I'm usually not freaked out or scared. But then when I take off a few days or get away from the radio or don't, read the news, driving into work this morning, I wouldn't even call it scared, just more freaked out, realizing this is real. I mean, I was on the airplane flying back from New Orleans yesterday, right, from doing a investigation and shoot with Jesse Ventura, and I was asked by a man on the plane next to me and a woman next to me, both separately were listeners, and they said, is this real for you or is this entertainment? And I said, well, wait a minute. Everything we talk about is on the record. Of course this is real. Of course this is real. But getting back to eugenics, now, I saw them build up Obama as our savior, right, and they were going to try to push their agenda. They took a step with their left foot. Right. Now they're getting ready with the right wing and Glenn Beck and Sarah Palin to take a step with their right foot. And so now I was called a communist when I didn't like Bush. Now I've been called a right-winger because I don't like Obama, and now I'm getting ready to be called a commie again because now I've got to swing my guns over onto Glenn Beck and Sarah Palin.
But I think the plan was not, I think Obama was supposed to be in office for 8 years. I think the thing that destroyed the Obama plan, I think, is racism. I think white people's, the average white person who's not into the New World or they're into just regular politics, I think they can't take having a black boss for 8 years. And I think that ruined the higher ups' plan to have him kind of have this feel of warm, we're all together.
Yeah, this feel good, and then
I think the average, like, I don't even know who to say the average white person, but people are starting tea parties and starting these things that's from 1712. I think I mean, look, I'm not stupid, you know what I mean? It's like, don't lie to me about it not being racial when you start a tea party and you out of nowhere, it's a 2-year movement out of nowhere when the president's black. If we're into, like, if you're in the New World Order, this is not, it don't matter black, white. That's why it's like, if you're into that, you just go, I don't care what color the president is, because it's all foul. But the average person who's just in the Republican and Democrats, I think there's a racial element to this country that can't take another 4 years of Obama. It's just not going to happen.
Well, I think what added to that, too, though, is the government-run health care and all these other big moves. But I do think that is an element to it.
The average person knows, Alex, that's what I'm saying. I'm out here, and I believe in the Bilderbergs. I believe in the Bohemian Grove. I believe it all. But the problem is, I look at, and don't take this wrong, many listeners. I look at Hitler, okay, and I go, if I'm a crazy guy and I go, I hate Jews, I want them all dead. Do you blame me as much as you blame the 50,000 people that I convince to shoot Jews in the head in the middle of the street? I don't like the people that go, okay, I'll just shoot people in the head. I've run into so many people who are willing to kill other people or kill themselves, really. They don't even know they're killing themselves on behalf of the Illuminati, the CFR, these people who we look at it like they're evil. Yeah, we get they're evil, but don't help them. Don't help cut my head off and cut your head off.
Oh, that's a good point. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals has now ruled citizens can be secretly arrested. People can be tortured. They don't need warrants. And this is all for the American people, regardless of what color you are.
Right.
But just like with Hitler, he sold it with an unpopular minority first, but really it was for everybody. So these idiots that go along with this, they need to know that they're in the crosshairs as well.
They just go along. I pay my electric bill every 3-4 months. I pay it when I get a threatening letter. I just forget. This time around, somebody came to my house to cut it off, and he goes, look, you're going to give me a check, or I'm going to cut your electricity off. I go, look, man, I'm going to pay it online or whatever. He's like, look, this is my job. I'm going to cut it off. I go, what if I had somebody in here who could die without the electricity? You know what I mean? And he just did this. He just went, that's my job. I go, your job is you think that you love your family by killing my family. Like, meaning something could be happening. Nothing is, but I'm just on a dramatic level, because then I got on the phone and the woman said, well, if your kid was on a respirator, we would tell you should have thought of that before you didn't pay your bill. And I go, are you serious? My bill was $800. Do you think people got $800 just to pay? You think everybody's trying to scam you? Your job is to hear me beg for my life, and you go, sorry, sir. So do you think that you could go home and love your family the way you think you love them if you can kill my family?
Patrice, that's a key point you made. You're talking about the Nuremberg defense, where these tens of thousands of Nazis said, hey, I was just following orders, and the court ruled no. If you're doing something immoral or murderous or illegal, it doesn't matter if a tyrant's telling you it's okay. You just can't abdicate all of your responsibility over to, I'm just doing my job.
It doesn't sit right to me. So as I've gotten into more and more, enlightenment about a lot of these things that these people up top are doing, and I believe they're doing, the problem is, how do you communicate that? It's shocking to me if you say it to an average person that doesn't know how much they don't want to hear it.
All right, why don't we get into the Jesse?
God, Jesse the body, man.
So now we fast forward to last night.
Fast forward to last night.
The conspiracy show on
conspiracy.
He's a fucking babbling old man now.
An ass.
Oh, no.
Now Jesse steps into America's most controversial conspiracy. The attacks of 9/11.
If everything they told us was true, then why would they need the Stonewalls?
Was the official 9/11 report a whitewash and cover-up?
These people are lying to us.
Did the terrorists use more than jetliners to do their devastating damage?
There's residues of explosives in the dust.
Is the FBI hiding the flight recorders they say have never been recovered?
The odds of not finding these black boxes are almost zero.
And was Ground Zero a crime scene that Washington obliterated in plain sight?
There's something about 9/11 our government doesn't want us to know.
These are questions that few have dared to ask, let alone investigate.
Few? Yeah, right? What? Few?
Only everybody.
Everybody.
Only few have wondered if there's UFOs. Just a couple. Me and 6 other people.
And I'm like, I was freaking out at the TV. I'm just yelling at the TV, talking about the black box recorders when nothing was left in that pile except I-beams. There were fucking steel was left, some I-beams. Everything else was just completely pulverized. Like I said, they didn't find chairs, desks, things like that, computer equipment, safes. Like there were safes in there. Pulverized.
You could pulverize a safe?
Yes.
This is
the intense heat and everything. And
here's the issue. It's just like it's Republican and Democrat. It's like none of us. We're only going by something that somebody else fucking investigated.
I understand that.
And if you think that there's pulverized safes anywhere. Like pulverized safes.
From heat and the fucking amount of friction and rock tumblers.
Heat where? It was only one place where it was a lot of heat, and that was where the plane hit.
Do you know what kind of heat is thrown off by the friction alone of all that shit?
It definitely generated a lot of heat.
It pulverized everything. They didn't even find fucking like people. Like the few thousand people just obliterated, gone.
Can I ask you a question?
Disappeared.
You still to this day think, is there any conspiracy theory that you believe to be a conspiracy?
I think
hidden agendas.
I believe that the Gulf of Tonkin incident was like, that was let's get into Vietnam, let's fuck with some shit.
So you believe in that, but at some point all the rest of the reasons that we get into these crazy wars was legitimate.
Oh, no, I look at everyone on its separate, merits. But as far as 9/11 goes, I sat there. I watched planes fly into the buildings.
Absolutely.
I watched the buildings collapse, not by fucking some kind of explosive devices that were planted. They fell exactly where the planes hit. That's where they first started crumbling and collapsed. It wasn't like this big... You ever watch buildings that get exploded by the demolition crew? Mm-hmm. You hear... And the fucking building up, you see the lights of the explosives. It wasn't like that. It fell because planes hit it. And you know what?
But there's a lot of fucking planes hit it. There's a lot of credible... As we all did. Yeah. I don't say that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But
what a coincidence.
There's some credible people that say some credible things. And you can believe them.
They could be.
Or you can name.
But name a credible.
Well, let me not say credible because I don't know their credentials. Sorry.
No, but
you have a point.
No,
some dudes that seem to be credible.
Because that's the point Anthony made this morning with this guy that Jesse talked to, and then you did a little Google search and realized the guy is a retired FBI guy, and Jesse's making believe it's some
credible person, though. Why isn't he credible?
Why is he retired?
He's fucking done.
Perhaps he had a fucking falling out with his fucking superiors.
Look,
perhaps he's got a fucking.
I seen a thing. I seen a movie called America, Freedom to Fascism, and they've had IRS agents, ex-IRS agents, which you can see why, who say that the federal income tax is illegal and it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But they're credible motherfuckers saying it because they were legitimately all IRS agents, and they're saying, look, and this is one of the ladies said, she goes, in the USA Today, a group put out a $50,000 reward for anyone that can prove that federal income tax exists. Mm-hmm. And it was a black lady. She's like, shit, I'll get that money and I'll fucking tell them that it exists. Could never prove that that we should be fucking charged federal income tax.
So don't pay your taxes. See what happens.
But listen though, now what you're doing here is saying this. Yes, it may be illegal, but the fact that the motivation for me to pay this illegal tax is that the police will come and get me.
Right.
Which in itself is fucked up. Man. I mean,
it is.
The fact that that the law is the police coming to get you. So what I'm saying is either side makes sense. So it's a matter. It's your inclination of which side you want to be on.
But as far as 9/11 goes, just
Right.
the 9/11 thing, I can't say the answer seems to be the easiest one.
Very convenient, though.
Fanatic Muslim militants that have been fucking picking on us for years already had tried to take down the Trade Center with the fucking Ryder truck bomb. Already tried. It's their fucking prize fucking terrorist event. And they caught us napping. They caught us with our intelligence not speaking to each other, FBI, CIA, all that shit, not trading intelligence information. Other people telling them, look, there's guys training to fly planes. All right, we'll check into it. We'll do this. Warrants that weren't served. All the shit. It's more. You make the face, but here it is.
I'm making a face of what you just said. Like,
right.
That there's chatter and people know that things are going to happen.
Let me make it easier for you.
Okay.
Even easier than what I just said for you. I believe it's more government incompetence than government intelligence and conspiracy. And look how great our government can fucking make a secret. And they were stupid.
There's four, and the one I don't know about is the Korean War. But in four major conflicts that America had, before we got involved in the conflict, we couldn't, because we did not have support from the entire country, because there wasn't an event to garner us being in there. We want to be in wars because it's money. The banks want us to be in wars because it enables them to lend zillions of dollars to the government so they can have to pay them back with our money.
Right.
Now, World War I, we wanted to get in, couldn't. What event happened that got us in?
The Maine.
The Lusitania.
I thought it was, remember the Maine.
No, the Lusitania was sunk by German
Spanish
boats.
American?
I don't know. But the Lusitania was sunk. A battleship full of people was sunk by a torpedo.
Yeah.
Gets us mad enough to get in. Pearl Harbor, there's things that say that.
So who sunk the ship? Our own government?
That they not our own government, but what you were saying, they allow things to happen so that we can get involved.
Oh, yeah,
I heard Pearl Harbor, there was warnings from Australia that, hey man, the fucking Japs is getting together to come see you motherfuckers. And they were like, shh, it's okay. And we didn't do it ourselves. The Gulf of Tonkin was a complete fake thing that gave us, and now I'm just saying, 9/11 happened. I'm not saying we fucking murdered our own people, but things happen to get us galvanized to get into two conflicts that people now are like, why the fuck are we there?
I do agree to a certain extent with everything you just said.
We had
I really do.
Complete justifiable cause to go into Iraq at the time if he wanted to push it. We did. He was completely blowing off the sanctions and the UN sanctions. We had a reason.
What, the guys going in to see about the missiles?
This is before 9/11.
They let those guys in.
Before 9/11.
Right.
And then he threw him the fuck out, and then you had that fucking, what's his name, Hans Blix.
I don't know if that's declaration of invading your fucking country and killing their leader, murdering a dictator that they had business with years ago. Big business.
Oh, the Iraqi people put him to death.
Patrice is going to kill you.
They hung him. Didn't you see the video? It was great.
It was their own people. It was his own people.
Look,
Anthony, there's some dirty dealings going on.
I think it gets dirty. It gets dirty.
But I absolutely.
You got to look at each one individually.
I don't see 9/11 as being perpetrated by the government in any way. I can't even see him saying, "All right,
Michael Moore had one of the greatest takes on this I've ever heard."
Oh boy!
It's simple. If 19 Koreans attacked America, they would say Korea attacked America.
Oh, right, yeah.
19 Saudi Arabians attacked America, yet we attack Iraq. I It just makes sense. That statement, whether you like Michael Moore or not, it just makes sense. If it was fucking 19 Africans, Africa attacked America. but for some reason, it wasn't Saudi Arabia. It was, here's the thing, having a war on terror is like having a war on ugly. It's just, you can't, it doesn't make any sense.
It's subjective.
Yes, it's just, I'm going to attack terror? Well, it's convenient, dude, and it's not,
all right,
I don't know if it's righteous or not.
All right, let's get to these clips, man. Let's get to the Jesse clips.
All right, let's hear a little Jesse.
So Jesse
Ventura.
owes his dedication to the victims. Okay, here's Jesse from last night.
With 9/11, some things just never added up for me. Why weren't those jetliners brought down? Why did the buildings go down so quickly? I knew this investigation was going to get some people pretty angry, but I also knew I owed this one to the victims.
Oh, shut up. And then he had some lackey there to give the opposing point so people wouldn't get completely bent out of shape, out of their minds with Jesse. They had his flunky going, well, Governor, I'm not going to sit here and believe that.
What's his credentials, the flunky?
Flunky.
Like you never heard of the guy before, nothing like that?
It's his team of investigators.
Right.
See, Jesse's got a team of investigators, and they go to the war room, and they talk, and I don't know who they are. There's some English black chick. There's some other black guy. There's 2 white guys.
Which tells you they're not credible right away. There's a niglet and another motherfucker. There's a darky and a niglet up there talking that nonsense.
English black chick with buck fucking teeth.
Which makes her fucking discredits her right away.
Discredit her.
That funny tooth niglet from England. She don't know what she's talking about.
Go gnawing an apple through a chain link fence, you fucking.
With that said, we go to the war room. William Rodriguez, his theory.
Yeah.
What's the William Rodriguez theory?
I forgot.
Last man out of last tower.
He was the last man out. He said he heard explosions. 2 explosions, and he felt himself thrust up, and they said they came from below the explosions, not above, and it was before the plane hit the building he was in. Now, I'm assuming...
Why don't you believe that?
I'm assuming it's the plane, because I'm assuming it's the plane that hit the first fucking building that he heard this kaboom, when everything fell down and fucking hit the ground in the basement of both buildings. Yeah, that's why I don't...
That's just conjecture what you just did. You just based it on, fuck that, I don't believe it.
And some fucking jack...
Well, that's what we do as human beings.
I'm just trying to make sure you know that's what you're doing.
I also based it on what I read from the 9/11 Commission. All right. Well, they were lying. Is that
anything like the Warren Commission?
I guess so. They were lying, too.
And is that anything like the commission that said fucking JFK got shot by one motherfucker with a bullet that had feet?
I'll listen to some janitor that ran out of the fucking building.
Some janitor? If I get
and heard explosions. You know something? When a plane hits a fucking building, you're going to probably hear some explosions.
Anthony, what credibility as a professional do you need to feel something? Are you saying that the milkman can't fucking get shot? I'm
saying
what he felt.
That if a plane hits a fucking building and debris falls into the basement, you're going to hear explosions in the fucking basement, is what I'm saying.
That's what he said he did.
No, Jesse assumed they were explosions
There's
put
firemen who say that some funny shit happened over there, man.
So there were explosives placed in the basement then?
That's what fucking some firemen say.
Insanity to even speculate that explosives were brought into the World Trade Center. Why bother? You got planes.
You got the planes.
You got planes. Why bother with explosives?
You didn't even need you didn't even need the buildings to come down.
Why take the chance?
You didn't need the buildings to come down.
Fucking catch somebody planting explosives.
And you're
when
comfortable
you got
with Building 7. That's one thing I'm not comfortable with.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with Building 7 because it was hit by fucking Building 2, and fire was raging in Building 7, and that's why it fell down.
I saw a thing where it was just like,
then why
it's very difficult. Again, I'm saying shit that I saw that helps my belief.
It did not look like
it's very difficult
demolition.
For a building to fall. It's very hard.
I've watched controlled demolitions. I've seen 1,000 of the fucking things. None of them looked like either the towers, 1 or 2 or 7. Just didn't look like it.
None?
None.
The way they just came down straight?
The way they fall down straight. Okay, one thing looked like it. Nothing else. There's explosions that go on. There are timed explosions that have to go off in sequence to make those buildings fall like that.
I know what you're going to say. But
and there's equipment, and they gut them.
Those little pictures they have of those little...
and spring-loaded. And
those little explosions coming out the building, the pictures they
weren't timed. Right? Is this a controlled demolition? Here's a controlled demolition of a building. Now, we're sitting and watching, la-di-dee. Now, watch. Boom, boom, boom. Look.
All the flashes.
You see the flashes going off? It takes a while. Look, boom, boom, there it is. Boom, boom, there it is. That's a controlled demolition.
Boy, that looked like fucking World Trade Center to me.
Get the fuck out of here.
God.
They were strobe lights, it looked like.
Play the World Trade Center
They were timed. Did you see the timing where it looked like lightning shooting up the side of the building?
They have pictures where they're saying that they have those flashes.
Just pressure, things blowing up. When a building collapses, shit's going to blow up as it's falling.
When the fuck did you become Johnny Architect?
You don't think there was
You're just deciding that you're just missing it.
You don't think there was the building that
fucking generate. You don't think there's a generator somewhere with a fuel tank that explodes?
Oh, you know what though?
Look.
All right, fair enough.
There ain't no fucking explosion going on there.
Fair enough.
And it happens to fall exactly where the plane went in.
Where the plane went. You're right. You're absolutely.
This is silly to
that's
think.
fair. Let me see the other one. That's fair. That's fair. That is fair because it happened right. It did. You're right.
Yeah, right where the plane hit.
I haven't seen that footage in a long time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
That's
fair. That's fair. I mean,
I'm just not buying that.
Well, can we go to the war room and do the William Rodriguez theory?
Yeah, let's
here?
hear the janitor.
He was there the day that the towers were hit. And William swears up and down, this is the intriguing part, that an explosion took place below them about 6 to 8 seconds before anything happened way up above.
Below?
Below.
Why come out now? What's he getting from this?
Come out now. He was brought in front of the 9/11 Commission. They took him in a private room. He testified for 30 minutes, and today there's no record of him even being there.
Any chance he's not in the record because his story doesn't check out?
His story contradicts the official story, Alex, pretty severely, doesn't it?
But even if
bombs going off below? Well, if you don't want that out to the public, why would you acknowledge William Rodriguez in any way, shape, or form?
To just deny or not even acknowledge that the guy testified? Come on, that's a little shady.
And they wouldn't call you to testify unless you had something credible to say.
We're going to check out William Rodriguez. Now get me somebody else.
Now get me somebody else. Get me Hulk Hogan.
Well, now we get a physics professor from Salt Lake.
All right.
What's this about? What's the physics professor all about?
Maybe he starts talking about thermite, super thermite paint.
We are going to look at Stephen Jones. He's a former physics professor from Brigham Young University.
Former.
Now, he analyzed dust samples from September 11th and says that he found explosive residue in it.
That's what this guy is. Sorry.
Really?
As soon as he published his findings, he was forced to leave his post at Brigham Young.
No kidding.
No. So he's effectively fired.
Alex, get on a plane, get up to Salt Lake City, interview Professor Jones, find out anything you can about this.
You got
it. Yeah, I'm on it. Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones.
Interview Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones.
It's ridiculous. This guy said that there was explosive residue on the beams.
There's another guy on YouTube I saw another scientific thing that you saw it probably about the dropping an egg from the top of the World Trade. It takes like from the top of the World Trade Center. It took 8 seconds or 9 seconds with no resistance for an egg to hit, and it's like the buildings dropped in 9 seconds with resistance or something.
That's not true though, because like
I'm
people love to say it.
I know.
But did you see the thing I'm talking about? First of all,
probably not the exact video, but I mean, if you time it, if you just look at the Trade Center collapse and actually time it, it's longer than 9 seconds.
It is.
It's longer.
It's longer.
But I'm saying the guy, if he's going 9 or whatever he did, he made a scientific point that with no resistance, this is how long it took for something to fall, and with resistance, it took a short period of time. And again, it might not have been 9. It's on YouTube. That's what I'm saying. You got to see it to say, okay, fuck him, and then blah, blah, blah. But I'm saying there's people that aren't fruitcakes that are saying things that make sense.
I'm sure there are.
You just don't believe it, and no matter what a person says that makes sense, it's not going to fucking,
I think the easiest explanation is that fanatical Muslims figured out a weakness and fucking nailed us, got us with our panties down.
True.
That's what I think. But
I don't think our panties were. I think more or less we might have been relaxing with our panties down as opposed to, oh shit, somebody stuck us in the ass with my panties down. I think maybe the panties
we were relaxing with our panties down.
We're down on purpose.
Was it on purpose? I don't know about that.
We needed something big to get us in war.
When you get...
there's another statement called, there's another thing by this guy, it was called Why We Fight. Fucking guy was interesting, credible, motherfucker, felt like it. He goes that there's a thing called blowback. There's a term called blowback. And blowback is things that happen to America. Fucked up things that other countries do to us. Based on things that we do to them that our people don't know about. So the 9/11 attack could have been blowback for some fucking shady shit we did to them, and America knew it, but just doesn't fucking tell us these things, man.
Again, it just seems to me more complicated than the simplest of explanations. What is every bus that blows up in Tel Aviv some conspiracy? Is every terrorist attack
look at
that
Mumbai.
happens?
Mumbai was just motherfuckers walking around with pistols shooting people.
Right.
I'm saying
in Spain, the subway, the train station bombings in Spain, was that a conspiracy? England with the fucking buses exploding.
But do you notice?
Oh, how come?
Do you notice internally nothing else ever happens after that except for that incident? We're the only thing that this kind of thing happened where it ends up being World War fucking 3.
Because we're not used to it happening. We're very not used to things like this happening.
Train blows up in Madrid. No one's used to trains blowing up in Madrid. No one's used to walking through a mall and getting shot with an AK-47 every day. Because it wouldn't be news if it happened all the time. But we're the only country that got attacked where ultimately the people who didn't attack us were attacked. Iraq was attacked based on 19 Saudi Arabians.
Right. But no, you know what? No.
How do you dismiss that, though?
Afghanistan was attacked because of 19 Saudi Arabians and the Al-Qaeda and Taliban and training camps and all that bullshit that was happening in Afghanistan.
Weapons of mass destruction have been proved to be horseshit, right?
That's bullshit, right.
Is it horseshit?
Oh, complete horseshit.
But that's why we fucked with Iraq.
I know. That's the lie.
Anthony, how do you dismiss? You can't dismiss that shit.
If you want to talk about a lie, that's the lie I'll agree with.
But how can, after that lie, how do you fucking go, but the other thing was just a righteous attack?
Because could you see, honestly, see people sitting there and going, look, we need to get into a war. Let's say, let's say that there's weapons of mass destruction. We'll make up some shit. We'll take some photos that people really can't see. We'll say this is a mobile fucking nerve gas factory. We'll say that I can see completely.
Do you think there's a meeting in a corporation where they go, fluoride is poison. We don't know what to do with it. Don't say nothing. Let's just dump it in a fucking river where people drink and then lie to them and say fluoride helps your insides and your teeth. Do you believe that it's possible that people just say, fuck us?
No, I can't see people getting together and going, wow, we got very good intelligence that planes are going to fly into the World Trade Center on September 11th. And they just sit back and go, a few thousand people getting killed.
There's a term for that. It's called collateral damage. There's a term that exists for people who die, unfortunately, behind our bullshit.
And we're the motherfuckers that usually dole out the collateral damage. I really have a hard time thinking. Fanatics and an incompetent government fits the bill more than a conspiracy.
Fanatics and a cooperative government.
No,
and why would
incompetent.
Saudi Arabia want us dead so bad when we fucking love them?
It wasn't the Saudi government. They were from Saudi Arabia, but they're fucking fanatic Muslims. They're fanatic Muslims. There's fucking, right now, there's a bunch of guys from fucking the United States, 5 of them, just arrested in Pakistan.
I believe the
American Muslims.
The
just
climate
arrested.
is beautiful. I think the climate, the hatred for America is very easy. And the thing I'm agreeing with you on is that fanatics did it. But the climate gives us the opportunity for people to do things that we need them to do. Patsies, puppets, and anybody else who's just going to do things we need to do what we need. Like, for instance, you know who we want bad? We want 3 people bad. We want fucking North Korea bad. I mean, North Korea we want bad. We want Ahmadinejad bad. And we want fucking the guy from...
Bin Laden?
No, Puerto Rican dude. Chavez.
Oh, Chavez.
So don't be surprised if something happens to give us a reason to fuck with them and the American public agrees with it. That's all I'm saying. Something will happen where we have to go fuck up Ahmadinejad. We have
Occasionally
to.
things do happen. Well, Ahmadinejad, you know...
Perfect timing.
So that, let's say Israel goes in with an airstrike to take out their nuclear power plants. That'll be a conspiracy? That there really weren't nuclear power plants? Why can't it be that he is building nuclear power plants to build bombs? They have missiles that could hit parts of Israel.
Well, we have them. Israel has them. Why are we allowed to have them? Russia has them. Why are they allowed to have them and not fucking Ahmadinejad?
In the world order, they have not been determined to be responsible enough to have these weapons.
In the United States of Anthony Cumia, okay, you're fighting for the right to have your gun.
Yeah.
In the United States where you're the dictator, right. I'm across the street making decisions on your fucking competence on whether you have your fucking 50 cal or not.
It's a world decision. The United Nations, the World Nuclear Regulatory Commission, they're the ones that make the decisions on who can have nuclear power. First of all, if you want nuclear power to power your shit, fine. But inspectors are going to come in. They're going to want to know where that enriched uranium's going. They're going to want to know a lot of shit. Do you think Iraq or Iran has shown they're responsible enough? And no,
I mean 9/11 in itself.
Oh, 9/11, something shady with
Anything.
9/11? No, I just see it as a series of a lot of fucking mistakes. I don't think there's anything shady with it. I think there's you could take people that fucked up royally and twist it around and go, oh, did he fuck up? Or was it a... No, he fucked up. I've worked in this country with enough people to know no matter where you go, assholes work there.
Right.
And I believe there were enough assholes working for the CIA, the FBI, police organizations, people that wouldn't listen to other people, that they just fucked up.
I mean, there's some old what's the FBI guy?
Bombed by these motherfuckers. Embassies were being bombed.
True that.
So it's not like the World Trade Center just came out of someone's ass. Oh, Muslims did this? Why? They've been peaceful people to us for years.
True
they were
that.
fucking blowing every shit up on us.
But I'm saying that they are just the assholes people might need to do bigger
to get
things.
something done.
Yeah, because their attacks are going to only kill collateral damage type of numbers. World Trade Center, 2,000 people. That was the amount of people needed to die for us as a country to say kill anybody you want. Because we didn't. If that happened, if the planes hit and we saw that, we are waiting for someone to go, this is who we're going to fuck up. Well, go fuck them up. Now, if they had said, America, who do you think did this? Let's go fuck them up. You decide. What do you think we would have said? We would have been like, all right, Saddam? We could have said we could have said Florida if we wanted to.
Right.
Florida did this. And go bomb fucking Florida. We was ready we could have spent the wheel. The axis of evil wheel?
Yeah.
Who do you want to kill? And kill them.
I think it helped push an agenda forward. I do
after the
believe
fact.
that.
Yeah, after the fact.
Yeah.
Of course it did. Holy shit.
Made it easy whether the government might have turned away at the last second there or
You
whatnot.
show
I don't
me.
know.
You
But
show me.
Right,
this-
you don't know.
I understand they capitalized on it.
Show me the
I completely
diabolical
understand that part of
plan.
this whole angle.
Show me the diabolical plan. Show me the group of people that can keep a fucking secret. Show me that. That's another thing.
I don't believe any of that shit.
You can't fucking keep. 2 people can't keep a secret. They're all like these fucking Tiger Wood bitches. They'd be out of the woodwork going on the fucking news of the world next to the alien pictures. I saw the black box.
All right, why don't we take a break? We're missing out on some great Jesse clips through this whole thing. Him peeking in windows, trying locked doors.
Oh, him amazed that a door is locked at JFK.
Yeah, we'll get into
Well,
it.
fucking Jesse. It's an airport, asshole.
And the famous super thermite discussion right after the break.
Hitler. There's a picture of Hitler meeting an alien.
Yeah, see, it's possible.
When did that happen? Holy shit. They gave him the secrets of the V2 rocket.
Hey, man, that's some good... And they didn't have photo shot back then, so that's got to be real.
It's got to be true.
He's like, you don't like Jews either?
God damn.
Never liked them.
Quick break, and we'll do the rest of the
They're
Jesse
fucking
Ventura
up
clips.
Saturn.
Jews run the universe.
Okay, Jesse Ventura, we get right back into the conspiracy show.
Yes.
9/11 was the topic last night, and we get into the super thermite.
Jesse Ventura is investigating the 9/11 conspiracy and a claim that the World Trade Towers were brought down by an explosive substance called super thermite.
Sure, they were hit by planes, but I'm saying that's not the full story because there's residues of explosives in the dust.
Oh, well, good enough for me. Residue of explosives in the dust. Really? Is there?
Maybe some guy was bringing explosives to work.
Yeah.
And it was
some
in his,
guys.
and it was in his file
lunchbox.
cabinet.
Some dude.
It's just
some
keeping
dude.
explosives on hand.
On the fucking, on the 12th floor, there was an explosive place nobody knew about.
Maybe he had his own plan that he never was able to do. He had some dumb plan because he was mad he didn't get a raise. After testing super thermite, dramatic out.
As we expected, the beam with the thermite is burning much brighter. It's a much hotter fire than we had before. So the temperature is going to rise in this beam more than it would in the beam without the thermite. Does it burn long enough and hot enough so that we have structural failure?
All right. Anybody still got any doubts? Alex?
I do. I mean, listen, it's one thing to say that this thing can be liquefied.
I hate Alex. He couldn't
Alex
get someone
is the
better than
flunky.
Alex.
Alex is the flunky that has to take the opposing view so that, like, Jesse the Body doesn't have assassins coming after him.
He's a Washington general. The Harlem Globetrotters had to play somebody.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's just taking the opposing point.
Sort of taking it.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Got any doubts? Alex?
I do. I mean, listen, it's one thing to say that this thing can be liquefied and used as paint. It's another thing to say that it was used at the World Trade Center site.
Rodriguez told me construction was a daily thing there.
Yeah.
That every floor, when a tenant moved out, construction took place. What happens then? Painting. And painters could be painting this stuff on and not even know it. Imagine if this stuff was painted on buildings in New York, Boston, Washington, D.C., all over the country.
There you go.
That stuff could be everywhere.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That stuff could be
my
What?
God.
Bullshit? Your bullshit? First of all,
But
yeah,
that's
construction
a good,
went on.
That's a
Patrice,
fucking...
come on.
There's the
All right.
answer to how, though.
Let me, all right.
Come on.
I'm saying, look.
You're right.
I know it's just... I'm not saying I believe it, but I'm looking for any logical way of a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Okay? One time, a crazy guy explained space travel, where people can't explain how space people could move quick. And the guy goes, oh, you just you manipulate... They learn how to manipulate the magnets between each planet. Mm-hmm. And so they just have they use magneticism to move. So I'm just saying, you could go out, fuck you, but I'm saying to paint explosives on buildings and then detonate them somehow is a logical, crazy way to like, why the secrets? Because people are doing things that they don't know.
Can I, as an expert, dispel this?
We like comic books, motherfucker.
Go ahead, Alex. Anthony.
I'm an expert at this because
I would love for you to
was
debate Jesse Ventura instead of stupid Alex.
I know.
I was in the trades for a while. I've been in buildings where, one tenant moves out, another one moves in. Mm-hmm. They move around internal walls, cubicles, things like that. When they paint walls, they don't rip the fucking sheetrock and insulation down and paint the fucking main structural beams with thermite paint. They paint the sheetrock on the walls. They showed a metal beam with this super thermite paint on it light up like a sparkler. By the way, it didn't melt the beam or anything. Right. They cut away. It did nothing to the beam.
Wait, hold on. If it was going to melt the beam, why wouldn't they just go all in and wait for the beam to melt and go, see, this is what thermite paint actually does?
It didn't melt the beam, as we saw on, I think, Mythbusters showed something like that.
So why would he cut away from that? Unless he couldn't prove his own dumb point he was trying to make.
Because he couldn't prove his own dumb point.
But he had all the time in the world to let the fucking fire burn.
Yeah. You paint sheetrock. Could you imagine if at the World Trade Center, every floor at some point
talking about
had to be painted behind the sheetrock walls? They had to rip sheetrock out of 110 stories twice.
Asbestos is just one of them things that's on the structures, man.
Who's mesothelioma?
Asbestos?
What? Asbestos.
I's the bestest.
Asbestos.
I ain't the bestest.
You asbestos go as fast as you can, motherfucker.
Come on, Patrice.
Unbelievable how he.
You had your hour. Let's have fun with the Jesse Ventura clips.
Everywhere.
You're killing me.
Everywhere.
Because now we get into Jesse going down to the crime scene.
Yes, come on now, crime scene Jesse.
Jesse's being thorough, man. You gotta love Jesse.
Let's listen to this clip.
After seeing that, there was only one place to go next. I headed to ground zero. I didn't expect to find any super thermite, but I also didn't expect to find so many victim survivors still looking for answers.
Why wouldn't you expect to find victim survivors at the Trade Center site? That's where they go. That's where people go, Jesse.
I sure didn't expect to see construction workers.
You know, this is fair. We got a fireman that was down at Ground Zero. Paul in New York is out of his mind. Paul, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, boys? How's things?
All right, Paul.
Listen, like Patrice, like I can kind of, see your point where you're saying, all right, with the government, they had to pick a sacrificial number and a sacrificial place, and you spin the death wheel of fortune. But using that same logic, would they still, say, all right, we're going to blow up the White House, we're going to blow up the Pentagon, our own people who are spinning that wheel, we're going to send 2 planes there also.
Well,
you buy into that too?
Yeah, the plane never hit the Pentagon. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, it was a missile,
because we have to deal with that shit, too.
Unbelievable.
Then nothing hit the Pentagon, or no plane did.
And in addition to the whole Trade Center thing, with this explosions and the thermite, Jesse's a tool. He was a tool last year when you were on the radio. I tried to get through. But, he has no idea about how a building collapsed. It's called a pancake collapse. The planes hit up on the 80-something floor. That shit burnt out, and it collapses like a pancake. Once it starts moving,
and as every floor is collapsing, we were watching a YouTube video, the air is now pushing everything out, making it look like little explosions are happening. That's actually air leaving that floor because the air has nowhere else to go.
He's a fireman?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question, sir? Aren't there are on record some firemen who say, hey, some strange shit happened, like some explosions happened that had nothing to do with the plane. Like there are firemen who are corroborating some of this stuff, right?
I'll be honest with you. I don't know any firemen. I was there that day. I work with a lot of firemen that were there that day. It was a lot of crazy shit. But when you look at the big picture,
all right,
just collapsing, guys were getting blown over. There was ambulances being blown over on their roof. What do you think that happened from? That happened from the force of those buildings coming straight down like a friggin' earthquake. So guys were getting blown over shit,
So ultimately, do you personally believe that this was just what it was? There was just nothing else involved? Like, what it was what it was. It was an attack that happened, and then life just happened the way it happened. But there was nothing else. I'm just asking, what do you believe?
I believe it was an attack. Probably preceding it, there was a lot of drop balls by the government, by whoever. But as far as conspiracy that we went there and blew up the building, that they're using this super thermite crap to friggin' why beams were melting. The beams were melting because it was friggin' tens of thousands of gallons of jet fuel, which is essentially diesel fuel, okay, which burns hotter than gasoline. That shit was burning for days, for months. That is what caused the friggin' failure, not some tool spraying friggin', stuff that had the, thermite on a friggin'
people forget
beam.
the guys were trying to put this fire out for what, almost a month afterwards?
Yeah, I think it was
4 months.
3 or 4 months afterward, the damn thing was still burning.
Because all the fuel went down the staircase and was burning down in the basement. So, of course, when the first plane hit, all that stuff was flowing down into the basement. Could have caught a spark, could have made a small explosion, but that ain't what. There was nobody in there freaking placing TNT and blowing down the building.
Well, what about? Yeah, go ahead.
And with number 7. Number 7 Trade Center, I was right down the block from that, on Vesey Street. That thing was burning. There was fire blowing out the windows on every floor for hours. And they kept telling us, the building's coming down, the building's going to come down. And then finally they blew the warning sign because they had guys with transit set up to watch the building lean. Mm-hmm. They didn't commit anybody to that. That thing was burning like out of control. And then that's what brought that down, plus the damage from the building that fell on top of it.
Yeah. Jeez.
So I think Jesse's he's out of his mind, this guy. I'm glad I finally got through because I've been the whole way home trying to dial and call up. But,
awesome. All right,
got through, man.
You guys are great. Keep up the good work.
All right, Paul. Great job, man. Good phone call. Let's go to Ryan in Minnesota. Ryan.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good, man.
Good. Hey, I don't believe this whole thing is a huge conspiracy, but I did see an interesting video at a friend of mine's house one time. The video of that demolition truck, of those demolition crews that were leaving the scene, that someone caught a glimpse of with their video camera.
What was painted on the side? Acme?
Yeah.
Is there a coyote driving the fucking truck?
Oh my God!
If you were if you were gonna fucking do this, what would you have a truck that says demolition on the side, or would you be like incognito? I can't talk about this shit anymore.
Even Close Encounters knew to put Piggly Wiggly signs on the side of their trucks.
No, you would make it very obvious. Demolition, maybe a nice fucking picture of dynamite.
World Trade Center. Yeah.
No offense, Ryan. I'm sorry, but I am so sick of trying to discuss this in general at this point.
Acme Demolition, official demolition crew of the World Trade Center explosions.
Right.
What the fuck do you think?
Wild E. Coyote.
No, it
Super
was
genius.
Sam.
All right, brother. I don't mean to yell, but
that was on the side, Acme.
Hey, hold on, Ryan. Thank you though. Let me go to John in Connecticut. He's a regular to the show. He lost his son in Iraq, which is important to his phone call there, Patrice. What do you got, John?
Good morning, boys.
Hey,
how are you?
We're doing all right. We're trying to hold down the fort.
Good deal. Very interesting show you got today, Patrice. I wanted to let you know, hey, I love you, brother. I think you're an awesome comedian. You bring a lot of...
shit. You know what this means.
But
there's a big but.
But I wanted to
I'm listening.
ask you a question.
I'm trying. Don't get me wrong. I'm trying to be fair both sides. I'm just always trying to be logical on either side. That's all, man. So before you get to cursing me out, go ahead.
No, I'm not going to curse you out. I just want to ask you a simple question.
All right.
Do you believe that my son died for a lie?
That's a good question. That's good the way, and it puts me in a weird spot, but so it doesn't be a sound bite. I'm gonna have to come back at you. Do you think that the reason that we went there is legitimate? We all agree that the weapons of mass destruction thing was a lie. So if we went there for weapons of mass destruction, yes. If we went there to protect some type of liberty that Iraq was going to take away, no, he didn't. So that's not a clear-cut answer to that. Because first of all, your son was in it. He probably didn't have a choice to go. So, one of those things is difficult to get into, your son dying for a lie. It's like, why were we there for that situation and your son died? You know what I'm saying? It's a weird question, and there's no answer. I can't just be cold-blooded and go, it's a lie, your son died. I'm saying, dude, if you believe that we went over there for a righteous reason, then yeah, your son died for a righteous reason. If we were over there for non-righteous reasons, your son was used like everyone else's sons and daughters, man, to fight something that our government might be doing funky shit over there, man. I mean, okay. I hope I'm not offending you.
Oh, not at all, not at all. Fair enough from what you're talking about. Do I believe that we went in for the wrong reason at the beginning? Absolutely. Do I believe the mission changed? Oh, yes. My son, before he was killed, he was involved in finding the mass grave that Saddam had left all over his country. He had seen the carnage and the tyranny, the evilness that this dictator left. And he knew firsthand. And he told me that the majority of the people that were there wanted us there. They were coming up to them, kissing their hands, bringing them home-cooked meals, telling them, thank you for being here. Thank you for freeing us from Saddam.
I'm feeling you. There's a righteous reason.
There's only a specific group of people over there that had everything to lose for Saddam not being in power over there. There's people over there that were right up there in the top echelon, and then when Saddam got taken out, they were nobody.
You know what you're doing, sir? And this is the great thing. You boiled it down to the best way you can boil it down, which is a human level. That your son, as a human being, thought he was doing some good stuff over there, and the people that appreciated America being over there, for human reasons, to help get underneath, a shitty dictator and a shitty situation, and your son was helping on that. That's the human level, and when you get down to that, that's the best way to be. So that's what I'm saying. You can't soundbite that answer. Were we over there as a government for some right shit? Don't know, but ended up going over there. A lot of times these countries that need food, you send food over, but the dictator takes it and fucking makes omelets with it and sells it. He's a fucked up guy, but the intentions, there's a saying called intent versus impact. Whatever we intended to do is not what the ultimate thing that happened. So ultimately, look, what we intended to do as a country, I don't know. But what impacted was some people, and your son died for righteous reasons. Hey, man, there's a lot of answers, man. A lot of answers and a lot of questions.
Now, I got one other part to this, and this has to do with the attack on September 11th. And I always wanted to ask this question. Now I got an opportunity to ask this in front of, 2 countries now? How do these people, especially these freaky-ass friggin' conspiracy theorist nuts, which, thank God, I'm glad, Anthony, you're not one of them.
No.
Where are you?
Oh, hell's no. What are you kidding? Bunch of lunatics.
Only that the Holocaust didn't exist.
Depends what gun you have on you.
Slavery was bullshit.
Depends what gun John has on him before I answer the question.
What I want to know.
John's got some shit.
What I want to know is why or how could any type of explosive survive the intense fire when the falling of the towers happened at the point of impact, where the temperature was, 1,800 degrees, if not higher?
Yeah.
About right.
There's no explosives that can survive that, as far as I'm aware.
Shit, that pitch I just saw, again, actually, I was like, well, it did kind of fall right at the impact. I believe half of what you see, baby. It did look
silly.
Like it to me.
Let's remember the fire.
How long did it take for the towers to fall after the impact? About 45 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's remember, the beams just had to be weakened, too. They didn't have to melt.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's absolutely. They just have to be heated up, and then they lose their structural integrity, and then they can warp and bend, and that's all it takes.
Exactly.
Especially with the radical design that these towers had.
It was a dumb design.
Absolutely, it was. It was a major flaw.
It was.
Well, who knew that was going to happen? Jesus.
Let you guys go.
All right, John.
All right, man.
Always a pleasure, sir. John in Connecticut. All right, Jesse Ventura down at the crime scene.
Oh, yes.
He's down at Ground Zero.
For answers.
Jesse makes his way closer to the scene of the crime. He's hoping to get into the Ground Zero site, maybe find some remnants of the original steel that he can bring back for testing.
What is he talking about?
What?
Ant knows. If you live in New York, everyone knows. That stuff is long gone.
They went through that with fucking like beach sieves,
right?
To make sure there wasn't
built like battleships or something out of that steel.
Yeah,
it's
some
long
of the steel
gone.
I mean, in fresh kills, and then it's
a brand new building should be in its place by now. But with that said, it's a completely different.
Why the fuck
place.
why are we building a building yet? What's going on?
Red tape.
That's gonna take another half hour to explain.
Oh, really?
Shit.
You can walk in there and they may tell you to shut this off.
Yeah. But the police guard won't let him closer than a view of the new Freedom Tower, built to withstand impacts from above and below.
The new buildings would withstand the heat from jet fuel or super thermite. But the original steel, it was long gone. Most of it shipped out and recycled. This crime scene had been destroyed a long time ago.
Oh my God, I can't do
crime
this.
Crime scene has been destroyed.
I can't do this. And
it was
who's
called clean up. What were you supposed to do? Leave everything in fucking downtown Manhattan?
And who's saying that the new building will survive that? Who's saying that?
I'll tell you why, Jesse. People think he's a douche on this, and it's just because of that soundbite. No one likes a motherfucker who makes his points poignantly, where he thinks that this will get you, and he's like,
"Gotcha now."
Took the steel and it's gone, and he should always end up like going,
Hold on,
he does. Too.
How about that, motherfuckers?
If you didn't know any better, you would assume this is old audio, and Jesse was down there September 12th.
Yeah.
September 13th, September 14th of 2001. It's 8 years later.
I'm looking for evidence.
Sorry, Jesse, that we didn't wait for you to come down 8 years later to investigate, by the way. Where were you a week after this thing? That's when you should have tried to get in there. Oh, I hate this guy now.
I'm looking for evidence down at the scene of the crime. Maybe I could take a piece of metal back for testing.
And they're not letting you in because guess what? Guys are working.
Yeah.
They don't want.
They don't want people milling around. And, yeah.
At this point, they got a job to do. To bring money home to their families.
What a tool.
What really happened on 9/11?
Oh,
Jesse's going to tell us.
The end result is this. The government knowingly destroyed all the evidence.
And you think that's because they're covering it up?
Why else? Give me an example of why they would change basic police investigation.
The logic is that people didn't want to have to look at that eyesore and remind themselves of what happened on that day.
I'll give that to you. But then why did it all have to be destroyed? Couldn't they have removed it and taken it to another spot so that then it could be investigated? No. The main focus going on that day was to get rid of every shred of evidence, melt it down, build Navy ships out of it, ship it off to China. Anything they could do with the remains out there, they did it. It would have taken a mere 2 to 3 hours to check for demolition.
And he was a governor, huh?
2 to 3 hours to check for demolition.
Well, maybe in 2 to 3 hours, they were busy maybe looking for survivors. And then as far as getting rid of the evidence, it was called cleaning up the bottom of Manhattan, you dummy.
And a lot of that steel sat, where was it again? In
Fresh Kills.
Fresh Kill.
For
years. And then finally someone came along and said, you know what? We got to do something with this
Scrap
shit.
it, do something with the shit.
So let's make a ship out of it.
There's some over there at Kennedy Airport, like he said, in
the mysterious Hangar 17.
There's some great instant feedback coming in. Maurice Jones from Pittsburgh. He writes, did that asshole Anthony say ew about the home-cooked meals? And then he writes, I was thinking the same thing. Iraqi meatloaf is probably gross.
Wow, I didn't think you heard that. Yes, I did say ew when the guys said that.
And George in Philly's right. Come on, guys. Everyone knows you don't clear a crime scene for at least 10 years. And then Eric in Virginia Tech writes, were they supposed to leave everything as is where it was because a wrestler hadn't looked at it yet?
A wrestler hadn't looked. That's what it is.
And Redding from Whackbag, wow, and you guys gave Dice shit for being there a month after 9/11. By the way, please play Quantum Dice. Can we play Quantum Dice today? It might make sense today. And it goes on and on. All right, we're running out of time.
Yeah, I want to hear some more.
Here's the narrator. Jesse is in stealth mode.
Oh, is he?
Well, a lot of the evidence from 9/11 is stored at a hangar at JFK, Hangar 17. We asked permission to go in, and they wouldn't let us in, even without our cameras.
And they wonder why there's conspiracy theories. Let's get on this one, people.
Now, Jesse is in stealth mode at John F. Kennedy Airport.
Gotta hang with Dice.
This is where much of the remaining evidence from Ground Zero is stored. That evidence could hold many answers.
Can it?
Really?
Can it hold many answers?
And when he's in JFK, is the music going do 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 do?
Yeah, where it's like ding 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 ding.
No, the ding ding ding. What's the one? Fred Flintstone on his tippy toes. Do I still have that? We used to play it.
Ding 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 ding.
Well, this is some cartoon shit, so we need some cartoon sound effects. But Fred Flintstone, when he was being stealth, he would get on his tippy toes and crawl, you know. We got the sound somewhere. Is it in mine?
He is the worst.
Yeah. There he is.
All right, let me look over here. No, this door's locked. Amazing that a door would be locked here at an airport. Wait, what's that? Here, camera crew, follow me.
What an asshole.
Well, here's the clip of him peeping in windows. Or doors? Whatever.
Yeah, it's a door with a window in it.
Okay, all right, that makes sense, sure.
This is the infamous Hangar 17.
Infamous.
This is a place where we've contacted on multiple occasions to go inside and see what they have inside this building, because there are remnants from September the 11th in there.
And I gotta stop you because I don't want to lose this one. Who's your daddy? 44 on Twitter. There's a piece of a beam from 9/11 on display. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
It's going to blow everyone away here. At a truck stop in Nebraska.
There you go. Why not just go to the truck stop
with the plaque
in Nebraska?
and everything that says this came from.
Why not just go to the truck stop
news.
in Nebraska, Jesse?
There's an actual beam at a truck stop in Nebraska.
And check it for...
That's breaking news right there.
Inside this building, because there are remnants from September the 11th in there. Get up here. Get up here. This is what they don't want me to see. We've tried to get in this building. We can't even get in it now. The door's locked. You can see girders, obviously from the 9/11 site. Were they tested for super thermite? I doubt it. Look at all that dust. That's where they'd find it. Why won't they give us access to this building?
Because it's a fucking building on an airport.
Honestly, probably because he didn't ask.
Yeah. And if they want to hide it so much, how come he could walk up to the window in the door,
right,
and it's sitting right there when you look in the window?
Wouldn't he just, like a good drug dealer, just black out the window?
Yeah, like black out the window, put something
Even Patrice
over
is
it.
done. Look at Patrice, he's done. He can't even argue anymore.
They left nothing. They weren't hiding anything.
This is what they don't want me to see. What's right behind this very open window?
This shut down Patrice. Look at him. He's done.
It's because Jesse's approach is just right.
It's horrendous.
His approach is.
That's why I wanted to get to these clips. They're just amazing.
His approach
on how bad it is.
I have George the Animal Steel looking in another window.
Yes, exactly.
George, go rip there's a piece of turnbuckle that's between the door and the dust.
Rip the knob off with your teeth like you did the turnbuckle.
George, you see that guard over there? Hit him in the neck with a foreign object spoon that you have hidden in your shorts.
What we need to get through this door is the Polish hammer. Where's Ivan Putski and his Polish hammer?
The wrestlers.
Then I'm going to get Mr. Fuji to throw salt in the guard's eyes. So It'll blind them. We could then test for thermite. Super thermite.
Moondog Spot? I need you to go over there. Go throw your bone down for that fat woman to go.
Where's Hacksaw Jim Duggan? We could use that 2x4 by now.
Here's what we're going to do, Hacksaw. We want to steal the beam and have you replace it with your 2x4 so they know nothing's missing.
Where's Earthquake? He'll run through this door.
Shut up, George.
What an idiot.
Oh, my God. I'll go over there and fucking go over there.
Such an idiot.
And throw salt in his eyes, Mr. Fuji.
All right, here's what we need. Jimmy Superfly Snuka has to jump through the ductwork on the roof.
Mr. Fuji, go throw thermite in his eyes.
What was that Mr. Fuji was throwing? I don't think it was salt.
Scott S. from Quakertown. Chief J. Strongbow. Put a sleeper hold on the security guard.
This is what they don't want us to see.
It would make a great cartoon. Jesse and his fellow wrestlers.
Wrestlers are all going at it.
Just trying to find conspiracies.
Ventura, here's Stephen S. from Bayshore. If Andre the Giant was here, God rest his soul, we'd simply be able to look over the wall. Was Andre killed in a preemptive strike? Think about it.
Conspiracies.
Somebody flew a plane into Andre. Fucking Jesus.
You could hear explosions in his shoes before he fell down.
Fuck balls,
This
man.
fucking guy, you gotta write your name if you're instant feedback in. They painted Owen Hart with thermite paint. All right, you know.
You fucking cocksucker.
Then you got,
God,
hold on, what
That's
the
just
fuck?
a
There's
fucking
too many.
shame.
There's too. All right, Redding. We had Brutus the Barber Beefcake cut the locks with his giant shears.
With the shears.
Oh, shit.
And coincidence, George the Animal Steel. The steel they won't show us. We'll show you our steel. You show us yours.
Greg Sletter.
Maybe we can rebuild him with Greg the Hammer.
Greg from Long Island. If I had my feather boa for my days in the ring, I could swing to the top of the building.
Yes, I put a grappling hook on it.
Oh, shit balls, man.
Where's the ass man?
Yeah.
He could distract him with his ass.
Oh, they're coming in fast. I didn't know this. Rich O from D.C. Sergeant Slaughter is my Army contact, and he says we knew about it.
That's a good one.
We talked to Sergeant Slaughter. Why weren't the planes scrambled on that day?
And where was the Iron Sheik?
Chris C. from Virginia. Get Coco Beware's parrot to do some recon.
Have the Iron Sheik show this man some discipline and fuck him in the ass. Like he always threatens.
Oh, my God. They're coming in way too fucking fast.
Oh, shit.
Hey, ass man, use your ass to open the door.
He probably could.
The 9/11 explosions were funded by Ted DiBiase. That's Jordan.
The millionaire Ted DiBiase. Follow the money, people. Follow the money trail.
Warrior Surge. Jesse's full of shit.
Former tag team champions Demolition. Hello. Who applied the thermite paint? The Ultimate Warrior's face painted with thermite paint. All he had to do was rub his face on a beam and it brought the buildings down. Do I have to say any more?
I can't keep up with this shit. Fuck. There was a good one that went flying by. Where is it? Andrew in Jersey. The Undertaker's pallbearer's urn was full with thermite dust.
Thermite dust. He just threw it. It's the same people that blew up Vince's limousine. And you saw how that worked out. There was a conspiracy with Vince McMahon.
Andrew from... It always gets bad. Andrew from Belmore. Fuck, where'd it go? Wow, I've never seen his feedback fly by like this. Jake the Snake will break through high on coke. What do they call it? Jesse Ventura and his super conspiracy busting wrestling all-stars. Pete from Connecticut.
And then I don't have to tell you that Steve Austin's going to open a can of whoop thermite.
Oh, cigars and scotch. I didn't know this, Ant. Same people that blew up Vince's limo.
That's what I said.
Oh, you said that one?
Yeah,
motherfucker. Sorry about that.
It's all right. We're crossing over now.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I love it. God damn.
That's a funny angle, him and his wrestling.
Tipsy Mr. T, USA. Miss Elizabeth was murdered because she knew about super thermite.
Jesse.
Super thermite.
Hey, Jesse, one of the airport security guards just shot you. You're bleeding. Ain't got time to bleed.
Ain't got time to bleed.
Ain't got time to bleed.
I want to introduce a new wrestling tag team, Super Thermite. That's right, Super Thermite's gonna fight tonight.
And his partner bullshit. Chad in Phoenix. Chris Benoit, mind control. Nothing left to say.
They pointed the harp system at Chris Benoit. He didn't want to kill his family.
Oh, man. That's a funny angle, man. That's some shit. Goddamn.
Get the fuck out.
It's like when the fucking Harlem Globetrotters had their own fucking show. Didn't they have their own show, or they were just part of Scooby-Doo?
The Scooby-Doo.
Think about it.
No, the Harlem Globetrotters had their own. I think they did.
And weren't they trying to solve crimes?
And they might have been.
Yeah.
King Kong climbed the Empire State Building. We're getting King Kong Bundy to climb Hangar 17.
Dummy. He is just a dummy. Are there any more clips of him?
Junkyard dog. That's selfish.
I got one.
With his chains around his neck.
Could someone get China's clit? I think we could use it to open this lock.
We could jimmy the door with her clit, giant clitoris.
All right, here we go. Jesse explains the government's 9/11 involvement.
Oh, yeah.
The only way this works is if it's an inside job.
Isn't that what we're investigating here, Alex?
Do I believe that the government would set out to kill over 3,000 of its own citizens and bring down some of its most iconic landmarks? No, I don't. You're telling me that you do?
I don't necessarily believe the government did it, but I will tell you who I think might have. How many people here know what a false flag operation is? You have any idea? Okay, what it is basically, it's a lie. It's a deception that the government does in which to get the public to believe something so that they can carry out an agenda.
Like Rowdy Roddy and They Live. That was a black flag operation.
And finally, he wraps it all up. Recaps his findings.
Every government official we talk to refers us back to the 9/11 report. Well, I've read the 9/11 report, and there's nothing in it that talks about the explosion below that William Rodriguez told us about. There's nothing in the 9/11 report that talks about the thermite.
Him and his thermite. Shut up with your thermite.
Chris S. from Shirley, bravo. The Brooklyn Brawler saw the whole thing go down from his apartment. Sorry. I just don't want to lose these before they fly by. The Brooklyn Brawler.
There's nothing in the 9/11 report that talks about the thermite discovered in the dust that Professor Jones told us about. And it certainly doesn't explain why our air defense was in a stand-down mode while all hell was breaking loose in our airspace. And finally, where are the eyewitness testimonies? People like Mike Malone, who swear they found the black boxes at Ground Zero. And where are those black boxes now? Are they being hidden because they might tell us that the hijackers were in the cockpit of American Airlines before it even took off? These are the facts as we found.
Why? What?
Why?
Why would they do that?
What the fuck?
If they were fully aware when they just shut their fucking...
They were in the cockpit before the plane took off. Actually, months before. They had been flying overnights from New York, flying the red eye from New York to L.A.
Jesus.
Actually, good pilots. Very informative. They pointed out the Grand Canyon to me.
Holy shit.
And the Hoover Dam.
Before it even took off. These are the facts as we found them. But I'm more convinced than ever that the real story of 9/11 is lying in some government vault somewhere. I'm Jesse Ventura, and this is Conspiracy Theory.
In some government vault, along with the Ark of the Covenant, in a big wooden box with Nazi symbols burnt off.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Don't look at the beam. Don't look at the beam. Turn your head.
Dummy. Hey, Rick. Nah, I don't feel I'm done. I was going to do a Ric Flair woo joke.
Woo!
Distract them with a woo. I was going to go with. I just got tired. I just literally got tired.
That fucking guy is... There you go, the Nazi's head melting because he looked at the fucking beam.
He burnt by thermite.
Yeah, I was going to... Yeah.
See, what happened was the Nazis got too close to the thermite that was in the Ark of the Covenant. But Indy turned away. Now, why did Indy live through that?
Iron Sheik's gonna make Jesse humble and then urinate on the guards. That's Andrew in Baltimore.
The great god Thermopolis is what that's what burned his face.
Thermite paint.
And there's too many coming in, but people from all over the country saying there's a little piece of the Twin Towers in my city. There's one in Albany. There's one here. I can't get to all of them.
You know, I watched the Bin Laden. Of course, we all seen the thing.
Yeah.
And you know, there's the conspiracy, what they call conspiracy nuts, and then there's whatever. And the thing that gets me is that when there is one little question that makes you go, what? Mm-hmm. That we don't galvanize and say, no, you're not allowed to say anything else till we cover this. Give me
a straight answer.
A straight answer, because flushing Bin Laden down the ocean like he's cocaine from the Goodfellas.
You don't feel that was
it
reeks of cover-up.
It doesn't prove anything. Somebody like Hannity to make me sound like a complete idiot if I went on the show and went, he flushed him down in the fucking ocean. It's just, you go, there's nothing that just makes you you go, what?
Does it just reek of cover-up of something?
But it does.
Yeah.
But can we focus one day on one issue that bothers us as a country in terms of this whole, let's say.
But they'll never answer it.
So let's say this, whatever news you follow, because what it is, I listen to Fox or listen to CNN or listen to the conspiracy guys, which is, my source of news.
Sure.
So, there has to be something where we go, let's take out all the fucking shit, right?
And just concentrate
and let's concentrate on our own logic in our own scenario. And in anyone's scenario, do you fucking throw Bin Laden in the ocean? In any of your own scenarios?
I love Patrice's take on this.
Not the news is telling you this, because Fox will just go. The difference to me between like the Alex Joneses, the Webster Tarpleys, the fucking Farrakhan, and Alan Watt. Those are the four guys I get my news from.
Yeah.
Okay. There's always a way for you to go, fuck you, and then you go look it up.
Yeah.
It's always that. It's historical. Mm-hmm. The regular news does not allow you to fuck with history. If you see people that go, the Gulf of Tonkin, people go, Danny dismisses that.
Yeah.
Shh, that's not the issue. Gulf of Tonkin, suck a dick. But there's no weapons of mass destruction. We're there for nothing. Shut up. You don't support the troops, and you're just babbling. But you go, wait a fucking minute.
Yeah.
The Gulf of Tonkin's fake. We died. The motherfuckers died. It was fake. But they go, suck my dick. So the thing about the quote-unquote conspiracy guys, you can go fuck you. and go look that shit up and go, holy shit, this happened. It was fake. So my thing is, okay, fuck listening to people. Now just go with your own fucking mentality. There's a lot of things that's going wrong with this Bin Laden shit.
Now, what's your take on the whole thing of the Muslims have to be fucking disposed of now, whatever it is, in a day?
Really? Let me tell you something. If you Google any criminal, Babyface Nelson, there's a picture of the guy that shot him in his face, taking a look at what the fuck I did shot.
You're right, yeah.
Bonnie and Clyde, that bitch, they will never show a bitch dead, but you go Bonnie and Clyde, bullets all in her face. And fucking
G-Man is out
G-Man
there. With a Tommy gun.
Break it down. What do you think happened?
This is
break it down.
In conspiracy world.
Right.
Okay.
No, in Patrice's world.
But this is, I get a lot of my shit. In my world,
But
okay,
you're
what do
a
I
thinker.
believe?
You're a thinker, yes.
What's your...
I believe. All right, here we go. But I don't have any fucking endorsements to lose, so I'll just say it. I believe, and this is the thing, you can't prove it. I believe that he had lent himself, that Bin Laden, because if this is the history of it, we were in cahoots. We're in cahoots with everybody. And this is why Muslims hate America. Not because we living in America and live how we want to live and do radio. Live in America.
Very good.
They can't hate that song. They gotta dance to that fucking song.
You love that song.
Because there's no song that they do that's better than living in America.
No.
Me not me here. Really? Be not me here is better than living in America.
Rocky's fucking working out to it.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is fucking great. You can't hate. You can't hate on this song.
I don't. Let's not bomb today. Let's listen to this. Enjoy, because I enjoy living in America myself.
We don't like Americans. We want to kill them. But this song, James Brown. Living in America.
The reason they hate us is because we support the evil regimes that so Egypt and all these like dictators who suppress their people.
Yeah,
we help them.
Right.
We make sure that they stay in power. So that's why they hate us. First of all, I think, and listen, there's a new Bin Laden that they already setting up. This guy that had dinner at the White House. Al Asari or something. He's the new.
He's had dinner at the White House.
Yeah, they've been talking about it. He had dinner at the White House like in 2002 because he was one of the good ones. Now he's the next Bin Laden. This guy from Yemen. I think it's Al Asari or something. I think Bin Laden was in cahoots with them a long time. I think he was getting sick. I think they needed a war, and I think that they set him up in this compound. Okay, and let him live his last days out being the face of evil. I think he died somewhere because who's to prove that he wasn't? They fucking caught him and threw him in the ocean, like I said, like how you would flush cocaine down the toilet when the cops kick in your fucking door.
We needed that terrorist, Karen!
Karen! How could you flush Bin Laden?
They wouldn't have found him! We needed that terrorist!
I'm sorry! Do you understand?
The only bad guy we had!
What I'm saying, this is all conjecture, but I'm saying what I believe.
So it was just time to tell the world that he was dead.
It was time, and it was time for Obama because he's not done yet. His mission ain't done, and this helped him a lot. They didn't count on something that I knew about.
But why wouldn't
is that white racism is more powerful than he thought it fucking was.
Really?
So now he has to almost become Bush
Yeah, he is kind of slipping.
Gun ho, and we killed the motherfucker.
And that white racism, you're correct about, because his poll numbers only went up a tiny bit after that.
Because I heard some
if that
shit.
happened with George W., his fucking ratings would have went through the roof.
They would have made sure that you could do 4 terms. As
I think
president.
Obama only went up 3, maybe 4 points.
Because white racism is
only at
it's
52%.
a lot more. It's deep, man. And so I think personally, they needed a face to this. Okay, he's not only was public enemy number 1. People would argue he was next to Hitler in terms of
He just didn't have the numbers.
his cachet.
Right.
Yep.
Of what he wanted to do.
Yeah, of his evil.
Evil.
So you go. Look, I think he was a sick old man. I think he died a long time ago, or he died in that place. They staged that shit, plastered he's dead, so Obama could get elected. They're gonna put another guy in, and here's one of the things. One of the guys, Webster Tarpley, who I like him. He's just one of those machines. Those conspiracy, but he's a historian though. He goes, look, and he said this shit in 2007. He said, I'm nervous about this guy because, see, the thing about Bush, and they call it the neocons, the things about Bush, he was a cowboy. He was like, we're going to go in there and fucking bomb him, fuck him. But Obama's not that kind of guy. So basically what he's saying is, look, the people he worked for, which is the bankers, okay, they want, Britain and America wants to keep power. They want this white people to be powerful. I tell people this: they're not going to let brown people rule the world. They'll destroy it first. These white bankers, man. So basically, this guy, fucking Brzezinski, who is the face, he's the puppet master. He wants to stop China and Russia, and if he can, he wants to pit them against each other to destroy each other. And what they would do is, now they're talking about going to Pakistan. They start in trouble with Pakistan.
Yeah.
Because how could you harbor this guy? What they're going to do with that is take Pakistan so they can strategically have things. They want to control Pakistan because Pakistan's friendly with China.
Well, wouldn't Pakistan have said something like, hey, by the way, this guy's been dead for fucking years. We know it.
But they have.
Wait. And
you remember this lady that got fucking the prime minister of Pakistan? It was a woman.
Yeah.
She said, she goes, what was the guy with the fucked up head? Looked like the guy they caught, and he was in a t-shirt, and he was
yeah.
They caught him, and he was a big timer.
Yeah.
She says out loud, this lady, fucking her name, the prime minister, she was murdered in 2007.
Right.
She said Bin Laden's dead. He was killed by something.
We could see that online.
Yeah, absolutely. She said Bin Laden's dead. She was dead. After she said that, they murdered that bitch.
Let me go with what Ant said. Hold on.
Shit.
Let me go with what Ant said, though. I mean, the Republicans and the Democrats fucking at this point hate each other. So why wouldn't there be a Republican saying, look, I know the deal here. Fuck that. Osama's been dead for years.
Why would they tell us the truth?
No, the Republicans to get a little foothold on the power.
Because they're in cahoots.
So
wait. All
right. I have an open mind here. So the Republicans and the Democrats, as they show on TV, they fucking basically can't get along and hate each other. They're actually in cahoots behind the scenes.
It's staged. It's the bank runs the fucking show.
It's divide and conquer. So
that's why they need racism. That's why anybody who ever comes close ever to galvanizing the people, they get murdered. Martin Luther King was dangerous because he had white people going, wow, this is wow. And he was doing it out of love. Barack did it because the next thing they're going to do is, if you notice, they do a lot of shit in Africa. It's the Sudan, but it's under peace. But Sudan gives China, evidently, and I just get my reports. I'm just going. I didn't go over there and test the fucking oil. But supposedly Sudan gives China a lot of oil, maybe a third of its oil. So we got to go in these places to take these places. That's why dictators are so important to us, because we can't fuck with a democracy. So we need Pakistan to have a dictator so we could say, hey, do this, motherfucker.
Well, that's why we pay him $3 billion.
That's why we hate as a country. We're supposed to hate Ahmadinejad from Iran, and the motherfucker from down South America. Chavez.
Chavez, right?
Because they're dictators who actually look out for their people. They're not corrupt.
Why can't we turn them?
Because they're not corrupt. They say fuck America, and they work with China because China has just as much power as we do. We are horrified of fucking China.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to do is get a foothold and have a standing army and get control of any place where people can go fuck America and sell their oil to China. We want to control those places so that then China has to then fight with Russia to get their oil from like Siberia, or if the Saudis want to deal with them, they just make it so it's because China needs oil.
How come all these conspiracies pretty much come back for many years now to oil? Yet we are fucked with oil and paying through the nose, and we never have enough. And it's like, is that part of the ploy?
But here's the thing that gets me. I think it's an easy answer.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck, like, about any of us.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason that don't forget, I buy a lot of sneakers. Here's the pimp game. I think I might have said the pimp game is this. Whatever you're into buying, okay? I remember my sneakers were $30.
Yeah.
You buy a sneaker for $30, and I remember my mother bought me a pair of sneakers for $30, and she was like, damn. Then what they do is they hit you with the $60 right after the 30. You go, oh Lord, I can't afford sneakers no more. Then just when you getting ready, they find out who got money and who don't. They lower it back down to 40. So you go, oh, I could buy sneakers, but they just bumped it up $10. Gas in 2003 was 99 cents a gallon. It's $4 now. Why didn't they just bump it up to $4? Because we would revolt.
Right. It's
but
it's
now
like anything
it's
else.
a slow
burn.
fucking.
You just do it slowly.
The slow burn.
They just have the appreciation to know people enough that people want it with Vaseline. You know what I'm saying? So they slip it in slow, and you go, okay, and they take it out.
So pretty much everything is a lie. Everything's a lie, and so how does this lie perpetuate without somebody really coming out and leaking it?
They do, but we dismiss them. Anybody who says, hey, this is the anti-idea of what happened. Like, people, look, here's the problem. The problem is they have a term. It's called, they have two terms for what we're dealing with now.
Yeah.
One is blowback. The other term is what we all know, which is collateral damage. Why would you even invent a fucking term called collateral damage, which is innocent people die? Basically, hey, this number of innocent people die so that we can. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's innocent.
How do you?
It's like okay, this many people, like they
It's
calculated
really the cost of doing business.
Yeah.
We've heard that over the years.
They're expendable.
So, I mean,
Wait, I don't want to get past the Osama thing.
Okay.
Al Qaeda comes out and says he's dead. So what's that about then?
Al Qaeda supposedly, and this is what you believe. This is why.
All right, but why wouldn't they have said, "Look, we all know he was dead years ago"?
Al Qaeda, and this is where it starts to sound crazy.
Right.
It's CIA created, CIA run. Bin Laden fought Russia for us.
Yeah, we know
the
that.
whole story about him going "fuck you" and that's what they told us. But that Al Qaeda was created and funded by fucking America.
So what was in it
but
for
it wasn't
Osama?
that outrageous back then.
A bunch of fucking money.
Yeah, but then he had to live the rest of his life in kind of shitty terms.
But he was
that compound
dying anyway.
sucked.
That's what they showed us. Did they show him with his legs crossed chilling in that compound? That's what they said. This is what I'm saying. It's just what
you
they
think he was
say.
living much better than that? But
Dude, he was chilling.
But
they
hey,
show you the footage that's kind of shitty.
Hold the phone here.
Okay.
The Russian thing. Obviously, it's like, the CIA was funding bin Laden and Al Qaeda. It's the same people. When they were the Mujahideen or whatever it was, when they were fighting the Russians. But that isn't.
why do people think that's so outrageous? Sometimes our allies become our enemies and vice versa.
Okay.
Back then, we hated the fucking Russians.
Yeah, we still do.
wanted to fuck with them. They wanted to fuck with us. So whenever they got involved in some military action, we supported the opposing team, which at that point was bin Laden and the rest of the people in freedom fighters in Afghanistan. Then things changed. There is no more Soviet Union. So we became the bad guys. And of course now they're going to come after us. So why is that so unbelievable?
No, I don't not believe it. I don't even not believe that. It's what I go with is like what makes sense. Now some of it you go, like, look, I don't believe in aliens. I don't believe in this thing where they're trying to get us to believe aliens because NASA just released
Area 51.
I'm not with it. But I'm gonna say if you tell me 2 + 2 is 4, and I know it is, but then you shove marbles in your ass, and I go, Jesus, Anthony shoves marbles in his ass? That doesn't discredit 2 + 2 is 4.
Okay.
So I'll let motherfuckers to fight this battle. And I'm gonna tell you, if you know Alex Jones or if you know Alan Watt, if you listen to Farrakhan, if you listen to Webster Tarpley, all four of those dudes have the tenacity of crazy.
Right.
And you need that tenacity.
But it doesn't necessarily mean what they're saying is
I don't
bullshit.
have the tenacity of crazy. Because you need that, because I do comedy and I see the faces of people who just go out and party when they announce Bin Laden's dead. The puppets, the sheep. Those are people, a lot of those people come to comedy shows and it makes it difficult to communicate because you can say something that just will make somebody turn on you.
Right.
But this is the one thing that opened my mind up that I never move off of. The Federal Reserve Bank ain't federal. It fucked me up to know that we pay a private loan by a private bank to our government who doesn't borrow money based on our wishes. We are fucking slaves to the bank. And everything else is believable. Once they tell you that the gold standard, do you know what our standard is now? How we weigh our wealth?
It's a debt standard.
Debt! If you owe me 1,000, I'm worth 1,000.
Yes.
But it's not real.
Let me ask you a question about the Alex Joneses of the world. And
Yes.
I hate using that term, but because there's a bunch of them you named. Aren't they bad for the plan?
Yeah.
So why doesn't the government do a little something with them?
Because they're
putting marbles up their ass.
Yes. Thank you.
I understand what
Thank
Patrice
you.
says.
Thank
If
you.
they say this shit, but they're so crazy when they're saying it, and so many people are like, oh, listen to this fucking guy. So they can make the lie better by exposing it and being crazy, because then you'd have to be crazy to believe
Let me go with that then. So why isn't there a guy that doesn't put the marbles up his ass saying the same shit?
They
And
all-
hold
if you
on.
say-
Like
Like that Pakistani woman?
Well, I'm going to ask, and has there
dead.
and has there been a guy that didn't do it with putting the marbles up his ass? And what happened to that guy?
Ready though? Oh, let me
I'm
give
talking
you-
about talk radio,
I
not.
know. Wait, ready? I'm not a crazy guy. Hi. In about 3 years, aliens will be visiting us, and
You just put marbles up your ass.
no matter, I could go, motherfucker, aliens is coming, you bastards, and you go, "Yeesh." Then you go, I talked to God yesterday. God said we had a drink together, and that nigga's crazy. No matter what you say, that ain't regular. With the regular shit that the news is telling you and everything,
You're saying
you crazy.
But you're saying it today. I don't know what I believe. I'm listening to you, and it's very interesting. But you're saying it without putting marbles up your ass right now.
No, I'm not.
You're putting marbles up your ass.
Because someone's getting mad. Because here's the thing. Here's something that I've never said in public. I'm gonna say right now, and it scares me. But at least I'm here and I can get a chance to say it correctly. I'll never say it on Fox and stuff because they'll just chop your head off and I'm evil. They always throw. So you don't support the troops, and people get fucked up with that. But I go, the troops are not an entity to be supported. they do what they're told to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not supporting anyone that gets killed in the line of duty and go over there and in their mind they're protecting me and your liberty. I'm saying that they don't do anything for you to support them. They just do the bidding of the banks and the government, whatever they see fit. So if I say I don't support the troops, it's not saying I don't support those people that are dying. You go, I don't support policy. And for people like on these news to manipulate that, knowing that they're intelligent people and they put that at you and they make you sound fucked up, you know that they are controlled by, because the banks own the networks and they own propaganda and they own it. So of course, if you take out the fact that you are racist, listen to Farrakhan. When Farrakhan talks about the banking system and what they do to the kids, he ain't talking about black. He talking about, and he cries. This motherfucker starts crying.
But then
Alex Jones is losing his mind because people won't.
But then Farrakhan puts marbles up his ass by talking about flying pyramids and fucking.
But he has told you 2 + 2 is 4. You can pick up a book and go 2 + 2 is 4.
Yeah.
But this motherfucker got marbles in his ass.
I love the marbles.
But
it's the best analogy ever.
But 2 + 2 is 4.
Right,
So you don't even have to really listen to him no more. All you have to do is get your math book and then go, wow, 3 times 3 is 9.
But it turns out, a lot of people think of it in terms of like a witness in a trial. If you find any part of the testimony to be false, or you don't think there's
belief
any
is
truth behind
circumstantial.
it, then you can throw out all the testimony.
Yeah, it's
like
all conjecture. We are repeating. I'm just basically parroting what I hear, and then with a little bit of research
and a little bit of your own intellect and
what do we
experience.
know?
I believe we shot Osama. I can't prove it. I just believe it.
Okay, let's then cut out the news.
I just believe it. I'm disappointed we didn't get to see the death shot because it would shut up a lot of conspiracy guys. But the White House comes out and says, "Well, they'll always not believe."
And here's what this girl, a friend of my woman. She goes, she was in the army. Now the army's fucking her bad. Won't give her GI Bill and shit. So she goes. Well, if we didn't bury him, it would incite what? More anger? Like the fact that Al Qaeda is supposedly threatening us now with violence. They weren't yesterday before this motherfucker got shot.
There'd be more threats of violence. They hate us to the umpteenth level.
Right.
They're on 11.
Osama got killed. They went to level all shit.
Yeah.
They was just going to basically kill us. But then,
But why raise suspicion in so many people
because
by not
it was
showing
a
the death
fucking
photo?
Cover up. He's dead.
But you could find some kind of lookalike then at that point and show a death photo of some guy.
Because
even if they released the death photo, people would have questions like, "Oh, that's not him."
The sophistication of technology fucks up this game.
Yeah, but the government has shit. Who was telling us? Bill Burr. Bill Burr says the government has shit we don't even know about yet.
Dude, I'm not talking about the shit we don't know about.
He goes, dude, LBJ had an iPad.
But
what I'm saying,
hold on.
Okay.
Because Bill Burr made a great point. He went to the Reagan Museum, wasn't it? Or the library out there in California, and they have a part of his plane, Air Force One, where it had a phone on it. Way before this technology was available for anybody else.
That's not my point, that they have all this technology.
They might have other technology.
My point is this. The fact that we have it fucks them. The internet, they are trying to destroy the internet. It fucks them up. Photoshop fucks them up. They can't treat you like complete dummies. They did release a death photo, and motherfuckers went, this shit's Photoshop.
Oh, you think that was supposed to be the fucking
nigga? Yes.
God damn it! I never heard that one
These
before.
are 80-year-old white guys who are fucking still.
So wait.
Why do we still have the male listen,
please,
why
please.
do we still wait? Why the fuck, with all this technology, we still depend on a rating system that one family is in control of 100,000? It's bullshit.
Hold on, I gotta slow you down because your point is so brilliant that I want to just explore that a little bit. So you think the government kind of like, all right, like let's just get this out there and see if they
let's see
bite.
what they let's see how they bite. Oh shit! Someone found 2 pictures that we put together.
They looked at that shit. And Obama's birth certificate. Motherfuckers, technology looked at that and went, what the fuck is this shit?
See, that's just funny.
I
got to take the other part of that, too.
Go ahead.
If the government's so powerful, they would just find some fucking Muslim that kind of looks like him and then kill that fucking guy and then put that picture out there.
Really? And then
why not?
His
Why
technology.
Not? What happens then?
I'm looking at Valley Bertinelli. That's not really Dude, technology fucks with the
So you
thing.
think they threw that picture out hoping?
That was
hoping
the
we would
picture.
bite.
That was the death photo.
That was the picture.
And they thought they would just let us and this is the thing that kills me about Fox and all that. They're not arguing. They flushed them down the fucking ocean. They're arguing. Why didn't we get to see the death photos? It's like, wait a minute. You're not questioning the fact that you had a Muslim burial for public enemy number 2 all time. This is public. If we, do you think we would have just? We still want to find Hitler. We're still trying to find his bones.
Looking in South America.
In some shit, him and Ava Braun, who supposedly killed him, and speculation. Do you think that they would just flush the of our time, the worst motherfucker that ever was born?
Yeah.
They would just throw him in the ocean, and under the guise of having a respectful Muslim burial. Do you fucking believe that? You believe that? This is what I'm saying. The frustration is I can't move on. Fucking believe that?
Right.
As a person. Just as a person who doesn't have a television, if I told you that. And me and you was talking no TV, and I go, yeah, man, Bin Laden. Who's Bin Laden? Yeah, this is a guy responsible. We killed 3,000 people, and he wants to kill millions, and he runs the most sinister terrorist group ever created. This guy may be on par. His intentions may be on par with Hitler.
Wow, this guy's fucking evil.
Found him, caught him, and killed him. Whoa!
Oh, great.
What did you do with the body? Threw it in the water.
This is your new set, by the way.
I love the fact that
A Thinking Man's Comedy. That's your new gig.
He's
but Danny says
kind of turning me.
No, but Danny says that death photo's been around for a while. So what's your take on that, Patrice?
Rehashed after.
Well, that's what Danny says. That's what this is what I'm saying. This is a guy. That's what I'm talking about. I discredit what Danny says.
And he
he discredit me. Who gives a fuck what Danny says? And not because it's Danny, but because anything.
Anybody says anything, you could just say no.
No.
And people,
and that's the simplicity of it.
And people are saying, why aren't we beating up Patrice like we do Troy? Well, because Troy Kwan comes in here with questions, but doesn't give us any.
No, he gives us nothing.
Like at least Patrice is giving us some stuff to think about.
Patrice has.
That's the difference, by the way. I can't go to that guy on the phones right now. 15
levels of involvement with every subject he brings up. You could peel away the layers. He explains what he's talking about. But when you get somebody that comes in and just goes, yeah, the Pentagon was hit with a missile. How? Explain that when there were plane parts. No, there weren't. No, I was hit by a missile. You believe in everything the government says? It's like, but when Patrice explains things like, look, why the fuck would they take the biggest fucking criminal of our time and just throw his body away without anyone seeing it?
Cocaine.
No one saw it.
Like evidence that you
and they
get rid
threw
of.
it away without at least. Now think about this also.
It does bother me.
They took Jeffrey Dahmer after he was killed and examined his brain to see abnormalities and maybe things that could be worked on in the future. Wouldn't you want to check out Bin Laden's brain and see if there were abnormalities? Why didn't they do an autopsy? Hey, did he have those kidney problems? Let's cut him open and maybe see if this guy had some kind of physical, mental problems.
Have you heard this on Fox? What are you saying?
No, I haven't
Have you heard it on CNN? No.
They just wrapped him up and
they
flushed him
accept
down
that.
the ocean, like what you said. Flushed him down the ocean. I love flushed him down the ocean.
Here come the cops. Here come nosy people with their bullshit.
Quick, get him in the drink. Oh, man.
I'm just saying.
You're getting me thinking, Patrice.
That's all it is. And then you just go and you just look at. Basically,
I think the government gave you diabetes. They don't like this power you got.
Nigga, if they want to get rid of me, I'd rather have AIDS and drop dead than have this shit. Because diabetes it has to be government. AIDS ain't.
Government diabetes.
Because diabetes is hilarious. Because if you say I'm dying of sugar, it just makes you smile.
It's like, aw, what a sweet way to go.
I'm dying of a fuck virus, makes you scared to death. But I'm
creepy.
I'm dying of something that invades your body and destroys everything, makes you go, oh, and I catch it by fucking. But to go, hey man, if you eat a lollipop, things go bad. Bubble gum, really? So it's maybe so.
Sound that bad?
We really got a break.
Yeah, we got to take a break.
We got Laszlo outside the studio.
Yes, Laszlo.
We also had the Larry King thing. Should we play it here or just save that?
Might as well save it.
Just save it for another time. Oh,
Yeah.
really? Okay.
Yeah.
Patrice, you plugging anything?
I'm in Florida at oh shit, I'm sorry, man.
If you make it. Jesus. Fucking government.
Big Mama Prods on Twitter. You'll be tweeting
wait,
it,
but
dates, I'm sure.
Marcos Island.
Marcos Island.
Oh, right, okay.
That gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys do that gig.
Oh, that place, sure.
Sounds like a blast.
I haven't never been there, but I'll get the name.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it out there. But believe me, you want
I'm there this
to
weekend.
see Patrice.